No, I got attacked by a swan when I was in high school. Oh. East Longmeadow football captain strangles beloved town swan.
I am not coordinated enough. I'm a very woo player.
Oh, man.
I'm happy to see that Marcus is as bad at impressions as I am.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Atrax Airlines, taking off Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Hey, I'm Marcus.
I'm Atrax.
And I'm Nick.
We are working class nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, June 29th, 2023, and you can find this 204 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find a podcast in the galaxy far, far away.
You can also find every single Working Class Nerds episode on YouTube. Just search for the Working Class Nerds podcast or go to youtube.com/@workingclassnerds. Click on playlist, click on Working Class Nerds, and boom! Every episode, past and present, right there, right at your fingertips.
You can watch me terribly play video games Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
And I am returning back to streaming tomorrow and every single Friday night at twitch.tv/A_Atrax.
And you can watch me play video games every single Monday night at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
I know you're on social media, but so are we. I am at MarcusB814.
I am at Atrax_A.
And I am at Nick Vern. That's NACKVR. And in this week's episode, we have Swordthief joining us on the show. Swordthief is a Destiny streamer on Twitch, an awesome member of the nerds community, and an all-around fantastic person. So welcome to the show, Swordthief. And what have you been up to?
Hey guys, how's it going? Nice to be here and hang out with y'all. Not a whole lot going on, just kind of chilling. Like to do all the Destiny stuff. So I've been a Destiny player really since D1, Destiny 1. And just really over the past little less than a year now, I've been joining a bunch of really cool communities and got more into streaming and kind of had to take a slight break, but I'm hoping to come back here very, very soon now that hopefully my computer's fixed.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of important.
A little bit.
Computer issues are the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the fun part is I even work in IT, so...
Oh, jeez.
So
I'm a
what
carpenter
broke
in
on
my
your
house can
computer,
fall
I have
apart.
to ask.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry?
April?
What broke?
Well, I'm still not sure, but it got to the point where I was dropping frames so bad with Destiny that I just said, F it, and just wiped it and reinstalled Windows again.
All right.
Wow.
So, all right, ready?
Yes.
So what you have to do you have a NVIDIA graphics card?
Yes.
Okay. Got to go into the software and change it from NVENC new to regular NVENC or whatever the hell it is. That start there. Then there's a button, there's a check mark you got to click. Because I remember mine happened like this, like 3 times. Every time my NVIDIA drivers updated and I tried to stream it, it was like
All screwed up.
Like 3
Yeah, it was
frames
really
a second.
bad.
Like my game was
Yeah.
running great at home, but through
But just-
Streamlabs, it was terrible. So I ended
Yeah.
up reverting back to the two iterations of the driver, and
Yep.
it fixed the problem. Because
Oh.
there was
Interesting.
something in the encoding of the new driver that was messing up Streamlabs. And Streamlabs had to come up with an update, which it just came. So if you guys noticed, if you use Streamlabs, there was a Streamlabs update recently, and that supposedly fixed that problem because it wasn't just Destiny 2. There was other games, but it was mainly Destiny 2. It was getting effed in the A.
Yeah,
Right.
because it doesn't allow you to do the I can't even think of the word now, where you can do the direct stream. You have to do like the screen share or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's so I use OBS, but it's very similar. And I had gone through. It was so weird. I had gone through all of my settings with several people, and I've always used the NVIDIA encoder, and all that sort of stuff. I even dropped my quality down to like 720, and the weird thing was it made it worse.
That's weird.
And
That's
I don't know
crazy.
if that
Wow.
was part of the issue, but I was like, I'm dropping quality, and it's making it drop even more frames. Like it was
It's really lowering the quality.
Yeah.
so I'm telling you, if you is it still happening?
No, I wiped everything. I was having a few other issues, and it was kind of about time for another reinstall anyway. So I wiped everything. I've already reinstalled everything. I've done a test stream since then, and everything looks good. So I'm just slowly adding stuff back. So maybe within hopefully the next month or so, maybe even less than that. Hopefully I'll be back and actually back on a schedule.
Don't mention a month. That's like 20 weeks to Marcus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like when Atrax is like, "Oh, I'm announcing I'm starting streaming. I'll be streaming in 4 weeks." And Marcus
Yeah,
is like,
end of the month.
"Oh my god, you're so." He acted like it
20
was like
weeks away.
it's like,
You're
all right, you got
kidding me.
4 years and then 2 years of residency, and then I'll be streaming. Is what
Okay,
Marcus
so
said.
but here's the thing. I'm gonna be really real right now. When
Yeah.
people tell me that they work on their streams for like 30 hours, I don't understand it. You throw up a camera thing, you throw up a border around the camera, and you play the game. Like, for me, maybe that's why I will never be the world's biggest streamer, because I don't find putting effort in to something that I don't know. I guess I don't know. I buy an emote and everybody gets excited that there's a choking chicken emote. I don't know. For me, so what I'm trying to say is Atrax working on his stream for like 80 weeks. It just is, to me, that's just prolonging hitting the go live button. When you can just hit the go live button on it and work on it every night after you stream a night.
I disagree, because I subscribe to the it's more relevant for me in paintball, but I mean here too. I subscribe to the look good, feel good, play good sort of thought process, where if you, as it relates to sports, it's if you like how you look while you're playing, that's reasons for wearing like I wear a stupid big chain when I play paintball for zero tactical advantages because I think it looks cool, but and I don't really wear that normally. But I think it looks cool, so you feel confident, you feel good about yourself, and that little confidence boost makes you play better. I think the same could be true for streaming. I think taking the time to set up the stream or play with the settings until you feel comfortable is worth it, because when you do hit the go live button, you're that much more confident in you feel like a more authentic representation of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if you know that there's something that you could fix and you don't fix it, then that's just it's like why would you not fix it if you can? Don't push out garbage.
Yeah, there's also a difference in a little bit of thought process there, because I know that's in your head all the time. No, if we're doing something, we're doing it perfect. We're not gonna be 30 seconds late to this meeting. I'm sprinting up the stairs. Then. But you guys can take the elevator. I'm not being late to the meeting. But
And
that's referencing PAX for the record.
And
but
we weren't.
and Atrax was right in that case, but it was just funny. But no, meanwhile, Marcus is the least patient person I've ever met in my entire life. So if he's "Oh, you're coming back to streaming? Why aren't you streaming right now? Let's go." Flip the table.
Yeah.
But it's
Marcus-
funny
Yeah.
because in my real world job,
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
I know. Yeah, you're okay, whatever. But I don't know, you put that face on kind of,
And also,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, because your background is thought out to a T. I mean, look at all those paintings, and you worked really hard to.
Those aren't thought
make
out.
it.
Those are just
You don't think
Tetris
it's thought
on
out?
there. No, the only thing that's thought out is he
Oh.
moved the Luke and Vader one up so that you could see it over his big old head. But
Well, no. Okay, so the only thing in this
That got
The
entire
Luke and Vader one.
wait, the only okay, listen, Clash. That's this, but it doesn't
Yes.
matter. My point is this forever. That was the first one I
Standard
hung
font.
because I wanted to see that. Like I like
Yeah.
seeing that because that piece of art is beautiful. But
no, it is.
everything else, no.
Yeah, you
No.
just threw it up there.
I just
Yeah.
put it up
Okay.
because I'm gonna rotate them eventually, or maybe they'll stay there forever and collect dust. I don't
Right.
like. I'm a doer, not a planner.
Yeah. I like to. I think I'm a little bit in between the two. I do plan a lot, but more because like I have to if I want to get something done. Like I do a lot of like lists and stuff at work, but yeah.
Wow.
I did plan this thing behind me, so you could see Din and Grogu in the cockpit.
Oh yeah.
Not in this particular
Nice.
camera angle, but on stream it's a little wider, so you can see it. But yeah, what were we talking about? That was quite the sidebar.
Back on the ranch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks, Kitty.
I'm trying to come back after resetting my computer.
So when are you
Go
coming
back to that.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally sure yet. So I do work a full-time job. Like I said, I work in IT. So a lot of stuff's been kind of stressful, and so it's been a lot of kind of having to balance both of those. Balancing IRL stuff. Otherwise, but it's just kind of wanting to push that stress out of the way, so I'm not bringing that into stream, and I can actually feel like I'm being my more authentic self. So. Like I said, I feel more confident now, getting everything working and everything looks good. And, I have my overlay in Stream Elements. So all I have to do is just put that in there and that's already, good. And testing that out. So maybe, hopefully, crossing my fingers sometime within the next month. And it's hard for me to actually say that I have a schedule because last time I kind of set myself to a schedule, I don't know if it's I have ADHD. I don't know if it's that and the fact that I got burned out by it, or if I just need to find something where I feel it feels more natural to me. But that part myself is still up in the air. But I love streaming. I love playing Destiny, and especially that I've met so many people over the past few months. I say few months. It's almost been a year now of joining these awesome communities and getting to know people, different content creators, and of course people like y'all, and just enjoying and having a good time, and even finding other games. So hanging out with people.
What I will say is that streaming, and so it started. So I was the first one out of me and Nick to stream, and I was like, I started streaming, and I was like, I want to hit affiliate, so I streamed like 7 days in a row, hit it, and it was done. And Nick was like, dude, you're going to get burned out. And Kogus too. And they were like, you got to find a schedule that fits you. And I thought about it because I'm a very consistent person. Like once I set a schedule, I don't want to break it. Yeah. I would say I'm way more lenient now about it than I was, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But when Nick was wanting to stream, he's like, I want to stream, but like, I don't think I can commit to 3 days a week. And I was like, dude, just stream one night. Go balls to the wall one night a week and have a blast. And that's your guaranteed gaming time. And he adopted it. And now he streams one night a week and he has a blast doing it. And it's my opportunity, and now Atrax's opportunity, to be able to hopefully get him to game with him. Hey, let's play CSGO. No, I'm going to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I would have played CSGO. No, I was having a lot of fun. I really got locked into
I
Call of Duty
asked
that
you
night.
to play CSGO.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, I will. And then later you were playing Call of Duty.
In pregame lobby.
Okay. Yeah. I think I sent that
You
to
sent
the
the Snapchat.
group Snapchat. Like, well,
Yeah.
I guess you're playing Call of Duty, Nick.
See, CSGO is one of those games that I have, and it's like one of the hundreds of games in my Steam library that I have and I've never played.
That's Marcus. His Steam library is
But
overflowing.
so what I'll say is CS:GO is
Me
the
too.
concept of CS:GO is awesome. It's the Elden Ring of first-person shooter games. It's hard as hell. Like, I am a pray and sprayer. That's why the Osteostriga is the greatest gun ever, because I can pray and spray and murder in Destiny. But in that game, you can't pray and spray. Like, you legitimately have to, like, stand still, shoot, then move. Stand still, shoot, then move. And, like, that coordination in my head.
But you got to account for the recoil pattern and all that stuff. And you can't spray while you're running. You got to, like, shoot it like it's a real gun. You know what I mean?
You have to counter strafe. So you tap the opposite way to stop your movement, and then you shoot, and then you go back to moving.
Oh, interesting. Wait, quick question. Do the bullets carry with you whatever direction you're strafing if you don't do that?
No, it's more random. So basically the idea is you're moving, you move, and if you just naturally, let's say you're holding A to move left, if you let go of A, then you'll slowly come to a stop. But instead, if you quickly tap the opposite key, or D, and then let go of both, then you immediately stop because you've, like, countered the movement. You're trying to go the other way, and it completely stops your momentum. And then your bullets will follow the natural spray pattern of the gun. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I didn't realize that you, like, if you just let go of the movement key, you continue to sort of go for, like, a duration of time, and it's like a taper down.
Right.
I assumed it was just like, as soon as you let go, it's, but no. So that makes sense why you have to do the counter. It's like putting the brakes on the car, you know?
Exactly.
Wow.
I do that
again.
That could be why I had some success in the game I played with you, Atrax. This is a complete sidebar. I'm sorry, but because like I do that in Call of Duty on purpose as a way to, like, lean, or, like, just, like, if I'm in a gunfight dance with somebody, I, like, move that little bit anyways. So I wonder if it was like I was like what did you call it? Strafe canceling, without even realizing that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Counter strafing. Yeah.
Well, if it's on a corner, you call it jiggling the corner, because you kind of jiggle it to bait their shot out. And then good times.
So it's not Counter-Strike anymore. It's counter-strafing.
Right.
There it is. Yep. Counter-Strafe Global Offensive.
That's great. Wait, I think I have that. There it is.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was awesome. What were we talking about? Swordthief
Good question.
streaming.
No, we moved on. No.
Oh, nope, something else. I forget.
I forgot too, admittedly.
Well, I know what comes next. Atrax, what have you been up to?
Well, we talked about it a little bit, but I've been preparing for streaming, which is coming back tomorrow night, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern.
By the time you hear it, it'll be tonight.
Yeah.
Because I'll have this up tomorrow.
Or maybe even before. Yeah. It might have happened yesterday. We don't know.
Or like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
No, I'm being confident. I'm getting it done tomorrow. I don't have any extracurricular activities planned for after work, so I should be able to just do it.
Happy July 4th, everyone, as you're hearing this when it comes out on Tuesday.
Whatever. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have Tuesday off.
I do too.
That's pretty sweet. And then I work from home Wednesday. That's awesome.
I have to go in Monday, though.
Yeah, I do too. Well, anyways.
There should be something fun Tuesday. So, on Friday, tomorrow, back to streaming. I've been preparing for a long time. It's been a good time, but also there's been some difficulties along the way. I got a new chair, which I am happy about. I love this new chair. It is wonderful. Except for the fact, see it? It's a chair.
No, stand up.
I don't see
an
it.
office chair.
All right.
I see a headrest.
Yeah, it's an office chair.
Yeah, good.
Wait, I think I recognize it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Marcus, didn't you have a black one?
Never mind.
Of those?
Yeah.
The mesh one? Oh, wait. Yeah. I think, it's yours is very similar. Okay, got it.
Yeah, mine's very similar.
And it's green, of course, for Atrax.
Of course. Always green.
Yeah. Sweet.
So,
There's a drawback,
new
though?
chair. There is a drawback. The lowest setting on the chair is about 2 inches higher than my previous chair, which is not good not only for my feet, but also for my desk. So I couldn't actually get the chair underneath the desk because it doesn't really have adjustable armrests.
Right.
Not so great. So I had to take the wheels off of it, but it worked. Just
another
pop
option,
the wheels off and it's low enough.
Wait,
Why
so
don't you
you're
just
not
pop
on
your
wheels?
desk up like 3 inches?
No.
You have
Just-
no
well,
wheels. You're
because
going to
then-
destroy your floor.
Well, no, I'm gonna get some tennis balls. I figured that'll also work. But I got those furniture sliders, and I just put them on there. So it's just
Are you kidding? Like, why would you not just put some blocks underneath your desk and then your whole desk raises up a couple inches?
because the chair, because it's 2 inches higher than it's just uncomfortable enough to sit. Like my feet sit on the floor, but I have to sit in the most perfect stance in order to use the chair.
What's wrong with that? That's good for your posture.
It's not comfortable at all.
That's because your muscles aren't
I
developed
need
to keep you upright.
I need my
You're used
gamer.
to hunching over.
Yep,
playing
I
the
need my
games.
gamer stance. I need to hunch my back hardcore. I need to be You need to be low on the ground, scraping the carpet.
Okay, can I?
Really?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm just going to rewind here. So you're telling me you just bought a brand new chair,
Yes.
Yeah.
and because the wheels made the chair 2 inches too tall, just the armrest, your butt is in a perfect location, but your
No. His
butt's
armrests
too high,
are...
too.
No, everything is too
No,
high.
it's
Okay.
just because
But-
his feet are coming off the ground too.
But yeah, like,
That's the
dude,
dangling
you're
feet noise.
I can't imagine that chair doesn't go lower because you're not short.
It doesn't. I took apart
Yeah.
the bases of. I have 3 chairs. I took apart all 3 bases, and the other 2 chairs are like the same height, really low to the ground, and then
Okay.
this one is a solid 2 inches above those at the lowest setting possible. It's just a taller chair. I don't know why. I tried remounting the hardware from some of the old chairs onto this one. It didn't work because the screws didn't align.
Yeah.
So I figure, screw it. I'll just take the wheels off. It's not that big of a deal. The chair moves around fine.
This is blowing Marcus's mind.
He
The
can't
fact
handle
that
it.
you're wait, can I just ask? This is just a stupid question. This is
What did you just do to your mic?
Yeah, your
Nothing?
microphone went way
You're
low.
total. It sounds like you just leaned on the slider in a mixer or something.
I didn't touch anything.
Now it's better.
Now it sounds better.
It literally sounded like your volume just went.
Yeah.
Really?
It couldn't. Yeah.
That was
100%.
weird. Anyway, but your chair is sitting on a hardwood floor.
No, he's got
No.
a gaming
Furni-
carpet
wait,
under there.
wait.
I have a mat underneath it.
Okay, but with pads on there. I'm blown away.
We need evidence
why?
of this setup in the Discord.
I just,
Okay.
I'm just gonna let it go because I'm not gonna. Well, anyways, can you tell me about what you're playing on stream?
Yeah, man, sure.
Thanks.
No problem. I like the chair, okay, Marcus? I'm keeping the chair. It's too much effort to send it back. I'm just going to...
Ladies and gentlemen, the
It works.
pot has officially been stirred.
Triggered.
Oh, we have a good time here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to
Anyways,
play Elden Ring.
Meanwhile, back on the ranch.
I'm going to play Elden Ring and make fun of Marcus the whole time. Because
Perfect.
we can't do it. And also, Nick, by the way, Elden Ring is on sale right now. So
ooh,
I think, I think you should get it and play
on
it.
Steam, I take it.
How
Yes.
much is it?
It's like $40, 40-something dollars. Hold, please.
Swordthief's getting involved too. Let's go.
Wait, you've never played it either, Swordthief?
I don't have it. It's on my wish list.
Swoop it.
$41.99.
$41.99.
It's
Oh, boy.
probably the coolest game I've ever played, except it's the hardest game I ever played, and I can't play it. Well,
You
let me
can't-
rephrase.
You can't do it.
I can't.
Hardest game
unless-
anybody has.
But
Yeah.
but there's smart people that game, and then there's me. I am not coordinated enough to play that game. The only way I could play that game is if I quit every other game and only play that game. That's the only way I could because it would force me to learn it.
Yeah.
But I can't go from Destiny to new game I haven't talked about yet to Elden Ring and back and forth. I can't do it.
Right.
You can't go
Yeah.
from hoo 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 to
Yes.
produce.
I am. I'm very.
tried.
Woo. Wait, I'm gonna try to. I'm a very woo player.
Oh,
I'm happy to see that Marcus is as bad at impressions as I am. I'm not the only one. We can't do it.
Oh,
But the
great.
best is, but honestly, the best is our working class nerd Snapchat. And Nick hasn't sent us videos. Like every day, I'm like, still no Nick video.
Oh,
Yeah.
In like 6 years, like still no video.
I sent you a video yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. You hear
Yeah, that was
Marcus?
yesterday. That's like,
Or I think
in
it was this morning.
Snapchat-
Didn't I send a video this morning?
No, but
That'd
that's
be
like
zooming in on the reflection of my Mandalorian
That was
pencil
yesterday.
holder, and then it was the middle finger.
yeah, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday, I'm pretty
It
sure.
couldn't have been yesterday because I worked from home yesterday, and that picture is at the office. So it was
Maybe
I
it
think
was
it was this
Tuesday.
morning. I don't think it was Tuesday.
Anyway, moving on. So Atrex is going to be playing Elden Ring. Swordthief's buying Elden Ring. Nick is buying it, and I can't play it. How's the game of the month?
aw.
It's okay. I'm okay with it now. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm okay with it.
We'll give you plenty of stuff to watch, and you can troll us hardcore. I'll have some
I can't.
good.
I can't troll you playing Elden Ring because see, the problem is you're gonna beat the area that I was in for like 15 hours in like an hour and a half. And you're gonna
45
purposely go to that one boss, like probably right away. You're gonna skip all the other bullshit and you're gonna go there with a level 1 sword and like wearing underwear, and you're gonna go to this troll and you're gonna beat it first try and just stare at the camera.
Oh, maybe that's what I should do.
Just like that. Just like that.
Not even say my name, but just stare and
Just
then send
smile.
that picture, and it's going to show like the top picture is Atrex. Look at the bottom one is that troll dead, and in the picture of Atrex's characters in underwear and like a tree branch.
And then it's going to cut to Marcus. That's not even fair.
Because it's not. But anyway,
Oh,
That'll
man.
make a great reel and/or TikTok.
Absolutely. In Game of the Month news, we are wrapping up our very first Game of the Month. This is the last episode. Thank you to everyone who took part in the first Game of the Month. Doritos, Scarlet, Goldie, Gronkin, and everybody else that joined in the discussion. If we incentivized you to play CSGO and you at least tried it out, even if you didn't like it, thank you for supporting that. And tune
Yes.
in next episode to hear what the Game of the Month for July is. It's
Oh,
Can we get it?
tied,
Wait,
in
can
my
I-
opinion, for 2 games.
wait. Can we get like a sneak peek? Can you give us a guess? Is it like a fighting game,
Yeah,
racing game,
it's-
RPG?
It's an RPG. It will be an RPG. Both of the nominees for next month are RPGs.
Are we voting on it, or is it going to be
No.
your choice?
I think they've already been voted, but I think this is going to be a dual purpose game of the month, and serve some other role as well.
We'll
And I
see.
think the 2 finalists are even developed by the same developing company.
Wait,
No.
am I involved in this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
I think you
the Game
voted.
of the Month is totally arbitrary. We're just mostly using it for regular content
Oh,
for the episode. But
okay.
also, it will evolve, I'm sure, to some sort of voting process or so. I mean, that's the goal. We're just getting started here with Game of the Month. But it is down to one of the games that you play, Marcus, and one of the games that we will most
Destiny?
likely be playing.
All right.
So, no way.
Not Destiny. Come on.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Destiny.
That's
Maybe for
Atrax is-
worst game ever
Oh boy.
nomination, but
The pot was stirred 20 minutes ago, everybody. The chili is bubbling.
actually, it is funny because there is another bullet point I could add about Destiny. But anyway, continuing on with the Game of the Month news, thank you again, everybody who joined and took part of it. This month, Valve is cracking down on skin gambling, and bans have been sent out to multiple skin traders and gamblers' accounts, resulting in $2 million in skins being lost behind banned accounts. So for those who don't really play CSGO or know about skins or the market, basically in the game, while you play, you get dropped cases, which you can use to, which you can buy keys for from Steam. They cost $250 USD. I don't know what the conversion is for other places, but you can spend money and you can unlock them, and it gives you a random skin from that case. It's basically gambling, kind of, not really. Generally, they have common, not so great looking skins. Most of them are worth less than the actual cost of the key when you try to sell them on the Steam market, which you can do. No problem selling them on the Steam market. But some of the skins that you can unlock are super rare and therefore worth a lot of money. Mostly knives and gloves are incredibly rare and hard to get, and they sell for at least $100 or so. And then there are some other like AK, M4, and popular weapons and their skins that are super rare and also worth a lot of money. So, because there's a lot of money involved, then there's a huge market for rare skins, and people do shady stuff, and they'll gamble with them, or they'll trade them for, you know, like on non-Valve sponsored sites to kind of cut out the tax that Valve puts when you put up a item on their market. You know, Valve takes kind of a cut from it, which, you know, they're Valve. They can do that. That's fine.
Yeah, their game makes sense.
So people do shady stuff to avoid that. And because of this, Valve is cracking down on it, and $2 million in skins are just poof, gone, locked behind banned accounts, probably won't ever get retrieved. And yeah, so if you are a skin collector, things of that nature, try and, you know, do it legally so you don't lose your skins.
Yeah, I typically like to keep my skin, you know?
Yeah. Right? I mean, obviously you can buy and sell on the Steam market, no problem. So if you are curious about buying skins, just go buy them on the Steam market. Use the Valve appropriate methods. But I thought that was pretty crazy that just, that it's a pretty large market, and also that amount of skins and money would just poof, totally go away.
Yeah, that's wild. That's a lot. That's a lot of a lot of skins to just be gone, you know?
Yeah, pulled out of circulation.
Because a lot of the ones that are crazy valuable are like crazy valuable because there's not that many of them, right? So now it's just like, do you think that would boost the value of like the remaining ones of those?
Probably. It probably will, especially because now that those skins are highlighted because people know which skins got locked behind accounts. Now they want, I want to get my hands on one before another trader gets banned and more get locked behind.
Right.
So, yeah, absolutely. And the skin market is already going up because of the CS2 release coming out whenever it happens. So, yeah, skins are on the rise. I thought it was a pretty interesting piece of news that, you know, Valve is really cracking down and a lot of money is just disappearing. And my final bullet point that I'm going to totally add here right at the very end, totally not Game of the Month related, but something I have decided and talked about. Fortnite has officially been removed as my all-time least favorite game ever. And it has been replaced by Destiny 2 because shout out to Stone Dog who got me into playing it again. He's like, yo, Harley Quinn skin in here, and the game's really fun in no-build mode. And I played it, and I got to admit, I had fun. I enjoyed myself because I pre-ordered the Save the World version forever ago, like before Fortnite was a battle royale. I had a ton of V-Bucks, and so I just got the Harley Quinn skin for free. And
oh, nice.
That's it. Fortnite
Do you like
no longer. I take back everything that I said about Fortnite. I'm sorry, Epic Games. Your game is good. There you go.
Honestly, if I can pitch in on that, I thought the same thing, but then they came out with Zero Build, and I was actually having fun too.
Right?
And I was
It is
like,
a
I
lot
refuse
better.
to go into regular, mode, and now they've made like Zero Build like a huge thing,
It's huge.
and
it's a lot of fun.
enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when now I finally get the drop on somebody and they can't just build a 8-foot, well, not 8-foot, 80-foot high tower. That's
Yeah.
a gross underestimation.
Yeah.
A huge tower in 4 seconds, and I'm suddenly getting sniped from nowhere. That's not very fun. But yeah, Zero Build has been great. And sorry, Destiny 2. Wah wah.
I mean,
I need that sound effect on the board here.
Absolutely.
right?
I'll add it to the list.
So Marcus, I know you're just you haven't interrupted me a whole lot. Thank you for that. How have you been doing?
I'm
doing.
thinking about how I can answer what you've said.
Okay.
Because I'm going to partially agree with you that Destiny is the worst game ever made.
Okay.
All right.
So
They're being
all right.
hyperbolous, by the way.
No, I'm not actually. I've been
There's
thinking a
plenty
lot
of
about
games that literally you can't play, so like you can't say that
Well,
wholeheartedly.
that's true.
Well,
there are a lot
okay.
of games
Like,
that are, I suppose,
just like
objectively
completely broken.
worse.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
of the big games.
What I mean is, so this week at Clan Night, we had a brand new player come in.
Okay.
Brand new. Like second quest of his New Light campaign.
Okay.
And the game does not teach a new player how to play said game.
That's
It doesn't teach you that you need to follow said waypoint. And if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, which that's the superior race, you have to hit tab in order to find your waypoint.
Uh-huh.
But you also have to go into your menu, click quests, find the quest, and click the quest tab to figure out what quest you're on.
Yeah.
And then you go to it's one of your first like secure this area quests. And your ghost goes into the machine to hack it. But that player doesn't understand that the waves might be in the other room and you can leave your ghost. It doesn't say kill all the enemies. It just hacking 10%. And the experience, and then it was like, go to the tower. And he's like, what's the tower? It doesn't prompt you to say hit M, click
Right.
destinations, and big circle. It should be like the red
Like flashing,
bullseye.
yeah.
The red bullseye that Wile E. Coyote put out for the Roadrunner, and then it says right here, push this button. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, it
like
says Acme on
neon
it.
lights. You know what I mean? And go to the tower, and then you go to the tower, and you're lost. So what I'm saying is, Destiny is a game for experienced Destiny players.
Gamers
It is
in
not
general,
new player
yeah.
friendly at all. Zero. And if you're a brand new player, you end your New Light campaign with a strike to go kill this enemy called Navoda. Now, Emrys, calling Emrys out. I remember Emrys when he was playing it for the first time. He went into the strike and he was deleting guns because he didn't know. He was just keeping the best guns he had, and he had like a linear fusion rifle and a sidearm and a shotgun.
Yep.
And he couldn't kill Navoda. There was no balance at all to a new player in the game. And now,
Yeah.
of course, I came in there and I helped them clear it. But that was after they died a bunch and they were pissed off.
Yeah.
And this happens to multiple people I know. Then, here's the next thing. The way they release their content is like the way they release their story content weekly, good idea. The way they release the rest of their content, not so great. Because people come in, play it for 2 or 3 weeks, and they don't come back. There's huge spikes in the player base, and then it just dips because everybody finishes the content. Because their content is based off of grinding. And now they've actually taken that away because now you can craft this said gun. And as long as you level up that gun, and once it's leveled up, you don't need to do that said content anymore. Mm-hmm. Now, somebody listening could go, yeah, but that allows me to play other games. But they don't want you to play other games.
Right.
And you get trapped in it. Then their monetization structure is awful. So if you buy the base expansion for $40, now you have to spend $12 every season for the season pass, because there's 4 seasons a year, right? It's $12. But I can't go to Steam and just say, hey, I'm going to swipe my credit card and pay $12 for this content, because you have to use their currency. Their silver currency, which is their in-game. But that currency, you cannot buy $12 worth. You can either buy $10 worth or $15 worth.
Yep, that's how they get you.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. So essentially, instead of just saying, hey, your content costs $15, we're upping our price to $15 per season, which would be completely acceptable. Great, we understand. Inflation, shit costs more. It's $15 a season, but let me spend $15 on silver. Right? Then they had all of there's shaders. Everybody loves looking good in every game you play. Every game.
Skins equals wins.
Skins equal wins. You want the shader, but they released, there's this currency. It's an in-game currency that's like free that you earn during the game. It's called Bright Dust. Every other season except this one, there's always been new
did you say
shader
rhyme?
colors. Huh?
Did you say rhyme dust?
Bright Dust.
Oh.
It's another currency, but it allows you to buy shit. But every week they would release a new shader color that you could buy. They haven't done that. So now you have Bright Dust, but they're only making stuff that you really don't want to buy with Bright Dust. Like, everybody wants shaders, but now they've locked that behind paywalls. My point is for a new player to come into the game, I'll use Atrax, he's immediately got to spend at a minimum, $60 to be able to play some of the content. But in order to play all of the content that we play, you're going to spend like $200.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't have a bundle. This is where they're greedy bitches. They don't have a bundle with all of their expansions in one for one bundled price.
Yeah, that's weird.
They haven't done that since right before Witch Queen, I think.
Yeah.
So Witch Queen you have to do separate, Lightfall you have to do separate, obviously, and then everything else I think was bundled. But
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Nope. It's
No.
all single stuff, I think.
It's all single sales. So the point is, but I'm going to say on the other side, but there is nothing like running strikes with your friends or playing Gambit or playing Crucible or doing that seasonal quest or Dares of Eternity or doing that brand new legendary campaign of an expansion. Like, it's the most fun I've had ever in a first-person shooter game because it gives me the Call of Duty itch that I love and the MMO itch that I love. So it's like that love-hate relationship between me and Bungie. But if I didn't have friends who played Destiny, I would never be playing it today.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I was starting out, I would have played for 3 hours and gone, I played Destiny 2 when it launched. And I lasted, you remember, Nick?
Yeah.
I played the shit out of it for a week, and then I got stuck in the campaign. I didn't have any friends. I just got stuck, and I couldn't beat it. So I shut it off and never went back until now.
That thing you're describing happened to me too. That's why I stopped playing, because I'm a big story content person anyway. So I got through Witch Queen, which was great, and then I was like looking for like the next chunk of story to do, and there was like 1 or 2 things, But then, like, really the stuff that I want, before it that I could, like, backtrack and play, I would have had to pay another $60 for or whatever amount it was for. And I'm like, well, I don't want to pay more. I already put $60 in just to get to that point,
Right.
So,
you just want to play the story. You could care less about everything else.
Yeah, about, like, the PvP and the rating.
Yeah.
Although rating is fun, but that's not my jam, per se,
Right. So, but this leads me into my next thing. But then this week, I was complaining about the game, and I'm just like, I go through the cycles of like 1 month love, 1 month tired of it.
Yeah.
But I've been dying to play another MMO that has a lot of content to play that I've never played. Like, I love SWTOR, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I love SWTOR, but I wanted something fresh and new, right, that I never played.
Yep.
And there was a game called Guild Wars 2, which I did play, and I leveled to level 20. But again, I never took it serious. I just ran around and did stuff and just had fun. Well,
Okay.
I decided I was going to play it. And Atrax, I remember him playing it, but I didn't realize that, like, he's current on the content. Like, he plays this game.
Yep. There are quite a few people that I watch too that stream it.
Right.
Still.
So I played it the other night, and I started to play it, and it was actually Saturday night on stream, and I got locked behind like a paywall that said, "Oh, you can't do this because it's free to play." And I thought I bought the expansion. Well, then Atrax Venmo'd me enough money to buy all the expansions. Like, I was like,
Nice.
I was like, I got the, when you get like the little thing, the notification on your screen of like, Atrax just sent you X amount of dollars. And I'm like, on stream, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, in the caption on the caption and the thing is download the game.
Yeah, play the game.
Play the game. That's what it was. So right there on stream, I bought it, bought all the expansions, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so I started to play it.
Great move, Atrax.
Well, let me tell you. Remember how, remember how in MMOs, remember how I walk and move?
Yeah,
I move with the
stupid
mouse. Yeah, I hold the left mouse button and the right mouse button down, and that's how I walk. I don't use WASD in an MMO.
Wait, you do that in Destiny also?
No. In an MMO. Destiny, you have to use WASD.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But like, as soon as I'm in MMO world, it's like natural that I just hold down the left and the right mouse button. But anyway, I'm rambling. I was having so much fun, like questing and like doing the thing. And Atrax, because he's a troll, he made a new character to play with me, and the character's name is Chicken's Rule. Fucker. Okay.
Same everything else that he chose, just Chicken's Rule.
Yep. It's the exact same character I picked.
That's great.
But anyway, I ended up having a blast, and at 10:30 at night, I got a work call that I had to go into work.
That's terrible.
Like, it was one of those you guys know, it's one of those streams where I know I was going to stream until 1 a.m. Like, I was having so much fun. It was one of those nights.
I think it was
like
later than 10:30. I think it was almost 11.
Well,
like I chimed in and I was
pretty late.
I tuned in like right as you got the call, and I was like, "Damn, Marcus is still going strong." And then I was like, "Oh shit, you got."
It was 10:30 when the first phone call rang, and then I was waiting for another phone call.
Maybe I came in the second call then.
Yes, and that's when I found out I had to go in because I called, I walked away, and I came back and I started to play, and I think that's what you came in, and it was like 10:40 when I was like, "Could you please come in?" And I'm like, "Son of a bitch!"
Yeah.
And I was having so much fun.
Yeah.
Fast forward now to Sunday.
Okay.
So Sunday.
Sunday.
I
play paintball.
It's mega.
So my kids and my wife were in Rhode Island, sitting on the beach. They were enjoying themselves. And here comes Sunday. Yeah. I started streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Having a blast. Again, Guild Wars 2 until raid night at 8:30.
Nice.
Having a blast. Fucking 7:15, called to go to work.
Oh.
I was so pissed. And like, of all the
That's so
times
early,
to get
too.
right, Like, of all the times to get called in on a Sunday night, and I had to drive to North Haven, Connecticut, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away from me.
Oh, that's terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, my God.
It was awful.
He called me like right after as he's in the car. He's like, dude, I can't believe it, man. They called me into work and I was playing Guild Wars 2 and dude, I was having so much fun. Absolute bullshit. I just can't believe it.
That sounds just like me.
Right.
He's getting good at it.
Atrix is getting good at it.
Anyway, long story short is I'm having a shit ton of fun. I owe one more Hunter stream. After that, I think I'm shutting it down, and I'm going to play Guild Wars for a little while, except on Raid Night on Sundays and Clan Night, obviously, because, I was watching a video, as I usually do, like the beginner's guide, just to, like, talk about the game, but I ended up getting sucked into, like, the story. It was like a 10-minute video just explaining Guild Wars, and from where I'm at to, like, the end, there's like 3,000 hours of content.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they just announced a new expansion coming in August that nobody knew about. So
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
August 22nd.
And
wow.
And the point I'm trying to make before anything else is I think I really just love MMOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like
Definitely.
chilling because, like, it's serious gaming, but it's not, and, like, I can be like, it felt like old SWTOR streams for me, like, where I was super interactive with the chat and playing the game, but it wasn't so serious where, like, I had to concentrate so much because in a first-person shooter, it's just movement. Where in, like, when you're playing a MMO, it's like lollygagging, like, do, here we go, kill some deer. Oh, kill this Minotaur. Here we go. Do. And you can actually move on. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling a lot. See you later. Bye, Aware. Hello, Broadsword Games.
Yep.
Star Wars The Old Republic moved. All creative rights have been moved to Broadsword Games. Broadsword Games is known for Ultima Online and Camelot Unchained, which are two MMOs. They're older MMOs. I don't know if they purchased the game. I don't know if Broadsword is an EA company. I'm not really sure. All I know is EA has no rights to the creative process of Star Wars The Old Republic anymore. A bunch of their devs got moved to the new company. It's official. They laid out a little roadmap of stuff that's coming, but between me and you, all the shit that they're talking about is all the shit that was coming anyways. So I would say, let's see how it goes a year after the game is there and see if they're going to dump money into it. But at the same time, the owner of Broadsword Games was one of the original devs on Star Wars The Old Republic back in 2009. And you're not going to spend millions of dollars on a game to just put it in maintenance mode, in my opinion. But but only a year will tell us, because they already have a year already mapped out and started to work on stuff. So let's see what happens after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But congratulations. I'm really sorry to all the devs who lost their jobs. To the devs who are moving over to Broadsword, we wish you the best, and may the Force be with you. 2 last points. Steam sale started today, and I've already got 3 games in the cart because knowing I am going Castlevania Advanced Collection, Dead Cells, and oh my God,
Guardians.
Yes. Well, no, that's the 4th. There's another one. Hold on. No. Hold on. I can tell you right now. It's in my cart.
Please hold for cart contents.
It's freaking loading.
Squeakity,
Marvel Avengers. It's $5.99, and I know the game plays good, but I really want to play as Iron Man. And even if I play it one day for an hour, that's worth $4.99 or $5.99.
Don't you have
All right.
Game Pass? Isn't it on Game Pass still?
I canceled my Game Pass because I don't play other games.
Fair enough.
Okay, last thing. Go-Go Town is back.
Go Town.
So they have an official playtest that's coming back, or their first official playtest is coming. I think it's releasing to the public, so us content creators, we have access to it now. But it's kind of a waste for me because I can't stream it, and I can't play it, and I can't talk about it. You can play it, you can record video, you can do all that stuff, but you can't release it for like 6 days. And I think it's July 3rd is when like the new, like you can actually do it. So
I see. Yeah.
This guy will be streaming it next week live because it's a whole new town you're starting in, and there's a lot of upgrades, and you can save your character from like the demo that we all played at PAX. You couldn't save your character, but now you can.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And I'm just going to leave this here because Nick is going to talk about it. August 21st.
No, 20th.
Nick.
20th.
Oh, 20th.
Jesus Christ.
Really
Nick,
quick.
what have you been up to?
What'd you say, Atrax?
I'm hopping in here. For the Go-Go Town, it runs from July 3rd to July 18th for the playtest. I believe this is for playtest 1 for the content creators, but the embargo written in video impressions are good already. Thursday, June 29th at 7 a.m. my time. So we're already
so
good
I can
to go
play
on
it this
that.
weekend. Great.
Yes.
Swordthief. Go-Go Town is
July 3rd. You can.
I don't know.
July 3rd is Monday, by the way.
It's like what's that game on Switch? Animal Crossing. It's it's the coolest game I've ever played. I've never played a game like that, kind of like Elden Ring, but I was straight chilling, making my little guys, building a little city. Like I had so much chill fun playing this game, and Atrax got involved too.
Yeah.
It's like you should definitely play it. Like if you're looking for just a chill game, go to Go-Go Town and get the link and tell them you're a content creator, and they'll send you the link for the playtest code.
Awesome.
Go-Go
Hell
Town.
yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, Nick, how did you feel after the Scorpion Bowls?
Excellent. No, I'll talk about that in a second. No, first thing I want to talk about is, so I burst Marcus's bubble this week, and I want to give a little backstory for that. Marcus, outside the podcast, has a habit, or I guess commonly, like, first of all, he has this thing where he does, if he has some piece of important news, important by his standards, that he wants to share, he'll call you and then say, call me as soon as you can. And then when you pick up the phone, it's like, I found that sock that I couldn't find.
Fuck off.
It's like, it was between the washer and the dryer the whole time. I couldn't believe it.
Dude, no.
I found the sock.
No.
And I'm like, okay, I did not need to call you for this.
It's like,
So then-
Michael Scott, 911, call me.
What? Yeah, right. And it's like he stepped on his George Foreman grill, but yeah. So, anyways, fast forward to this week, yesterday. Marcus does that. Call me. Giant news. Can't tell you over the phone. Can't text. Way too big to text. Like big news. All capital letters. I'm like, okay. So I finished doing what I was doing. Call him back. He's like, dude, remember how, like, I said I was gonna come back to paintball like 12 times already, and then I was gonna ask one of your friends to play on one of the teams with me, and then you said that you were like 98% sure that he would do that. Well, I just talked to him and he said he's 85% in. Isn't that crazy? And I'm like, so your big news is stuff that I already knew and told you about in the first place?
And
he
it's
was like,
not even confirmed?
And it's not, yeah. And I'm like, he's like, oh, dude, I was just excited that I was coming back because this means it's real. I'm like, oh, all the other steps didn't mean it was real? Like you buying products and gear for this and reaching out to other people and like me telling you and giving you a schedule when you can come to the field, that wasn't real. But this, Fernando's 85% in for this one event. That's the thing. It's real now. And you need to be as excited as I am at this arbitrary piece of the pie. I'm like, okay. But I burst his bubble. I was the bad guy.
He looks, very
He was defeated.
perturbed.
And okay, but to flip it around here, in Marcus's defense, that was the step for him to be like, oh, I can have a team to play with, right? Like I can get this guy. This makes it like, oh, I actually have other people involved now that I kind of can't let down. So now I have to do this. It's going to happen for real. I'm excited it's going to happen for real, not just something I'm talking about. And so like that's the bubble he's referring to getting popped. But I think it was still funny, and it's fun to make fun of Marcus sometimes, as I'm sure you guys enjoy making fun of me. It's how the circle of podcasting works. Outside of that, since
look at the quiver.
Wait.
Look at the
Fuck off.
quiver.
Wait. You can't just do that. So listen, when I don't give a shit who you are, I fucking hate texting somebody something anyway. Like if it's a, hey, on my way, great. But like I'm old school because I'm old as fuck. That like I want to have a conversation with somebody. I like talking on the phone. I fucking hate texting. Right? Like I think it's fucking stupid. Like be genuine and hear my excitement in my voice, or hear your excitement. Like, hey Nick, your Division 2 paintball team just hit second place. Dude, you could have just texted me that. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, that's not the same thing.
That is big.
And also,
it's
hold
the same
on.
thing.
Wait, no, hold on. I have more to that. So also, like, if what I would do is I would call you and then text you the news. So be like, oh, it's fine. You're busy. I want to tell you this news anyway. I'll just text it. My preferred form of communication was not available at this time. No problemo. Versus on the flip side, you're like, oh, I want you to be inconvenienced to satisfy my emotional needs. It's
Fuck yes.
And
because
also,
it's a big deal.
You're just mad because we correct your spelling mistakes.
That's also true.
I don't really care. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess that's another thing too, though, is like you like, it's that thing I've talked about a couple times, right? You like thrive on social interaction and you like use it as like fuel for your day, you know, like you love talking on the phone with people, love like chatting with folks, interacting with people. It's why you like engaging with the community so much. It's great. But then like my personality, I have like social interaction is more like I like it too to a point, but after a certain point it gets like draining. It's like my social battery gets run out, so then you're like, call me about this thing, and I'm like, it's not an important thing in my eyes, and I already didn't want to talk on the phone, and it's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So that's where this angst and anger is coming from, which I know you don't really get because you fucking love talking on the phone, you know what I mean? And you love driving, so it would be the same type of thing.
Well, but hearing you say that, next week I'm not going to call, I'm just going to text you. Just going to leave it at that. I'll see you on Wednesday, and we'll have a social interaction in person, and I'll thrive off that interaction on Wednesday night. And the rest of the week, you will just get text messages from me. My working class nerds updates won't be videos; they'll just be texts.
Oh my god!
Because I'm thriving on social interaction.
There's nothing wrong with thriving on social interaction.
I
it's
know,
not
but
a negative quality. It's
but
just
I gotta go extreme. Like I can't.
Also, why
can't
do
just
I
give
have
you...
to suffer because of Nick? Can you at least send me Snapchats? Come on, I need my working class nerds updates.
Yeah, but anyways, I feel like my rebuttal just has to go to the extreme. I can't just go 50% of the way. But anyway, and then Monday night I'm just gonna steal a little bit of Nick's thunder. Nick played Call of Duty instead of CS:GO.
Mm-hmm. I did do that. I started off the stream with the intention of that I was going to switch halfway through, and then I just didn't. I was like having a blast playing and having fun, and just didn't at all. And Atrax was like, "Hey, what the shit?
Okay.
I was here ready to play whenever."
Yeah,
but I was just enjoying Call of Duty, and I really am. I just enjoy that game. Not all the time. I like coming back to it, and then I have a lot of fun. Like I just like to unlock whatever the new gun is because it's always the best. The new one is always the best one because they want you to buy the battle pass or whatever. And then, I had a blast.
You know what? Now that you said that, so with the new gun, is it always the best?
It feels like it, yeah.
Okay.
Well, they released two, and usually one of them is like, oh, this is like the new meta. Like you
Okay.
should be using this,
Swordthief-
at least in certain, whatever situation.
Would
But-
you say the Quicksilver Storm was bot pay to win?
Quick.
I'll give reference on it in a second.
I'm not sure because Lightfall was the first DLC that I did not pre-order, and I actually didn't have it for like a month after. So I wasn't really paying attention to it much.
Okay, so you guys, with Lightfall, there was a auto rifle. It was an exotic auto rifle that when you get it charged up, it would use like a noob tube. It would charge up noob tube shots, so you could switch your shooting pattern. But the only way you
pretty much like it would turn into like a heavy almost when it got charged up, right?
yeah,
Or
but
no,
a noob
not-
tube like in Call of Duty, like same
I
kind of
gotcha.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but the only way you could have that gun is if you pre-ordered Lightfall,
You couldn't
and
earn
it was
in
no,
game.
no.
Oh, that's
You had to
No,
pre-order.
No, you could get it. You could get it after
launch,
after launch if you bought Lightfall.
right?
Like
so
it's locked behind Lightfall.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Which that's understandable. Hey, a new
Yeah.
gun, a new exotic gun. But what I'm saying is it came out like 3 months before Lightfall. So there were people using this gun in the
Oh, so
game.
if you
and
pre-ordered
murder
it, you could get that gun immediately
Yes.
before the
Gotcha.
expansion came out. I see.
And the,
That's
Made
fine.
and the
reward.
game's, like pre-order reward. So let's say us four are in a PvP match and you guys are going against me and I have this gun and this thing is overpowered. You guys are getting killed by it, but you guys don't have the money to pre-order Lightfall yet. You guys are being dominated by a gun that you don't even have access to.
Yeah, that's not cool. I think that's pay to win in my opinion.
I actually do
Definitely.
remember that now. Yeah, now
Yeah.
that you mentioned that.
Because like just because the pay to win situation is time gated to where like, oh, you can get this in Lightfall once Lightfall comes out, but like you have to pay the money ahead of time to play those 3 months or whatever it was. So that's not
Yep.
cool. Yeah, I think that's shady business right there. But
Right.
I think the Call of Duty Battle Pass is a little bit less shady because you can earn it in game. It just takes a little bit longer, but like you can. It's like how much do you want to grind? It's not literally not available. You can grind and get it done in a reasonable amount of time. But so like it doesn't feel as crappy as that. Like 3 months is forever. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, Wednesday night, for guys' night, instead of going over my dad's house, shout out to Storm and Norman, we met for sushi at our favorite sushi place around here. Me, Marcus, and my dad, and had I had a scorpion bowl for two, and so did Marcus. My dad had a couple beers. It was great. Ate a bunch of sushi and food.
I haven't had a scorpion bowl in a long time.
Yeah,
They're
me either. Like
delicious.
legit, like probably 8 or 9 years ago. I haven't.
They're
had one.
delicious.
Yeah, that was
I'm gonna
great.
be the ignorant person that's gonna ask what's a scorpion bowl.
You've never had a scorpion bowl?
Do you drink?
I haven't either, but
What?
You've never had one?
no, I don't even know
You
what
would
it
like
is.
I
fall
can't.
It-
I can't drink.
I
Not
would
anymore.
fall over.
Oh, well, it's an alcoholic beverage, but
All right, I'm
basically,
Googling
Well,
it. Hold on.
I figured that part out.
yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
Fill a large pitcher with crushed ice. Pour pineapple juice, orange juice, lemon juice, gin, 151 proof rum, light
Yep.
rum, vodka, grenadine, and dark rum, and stir it together.
and then
That
you put the
sounds great,
151.
except for the vodka.
You put the
Dude, you don't even
151
taste it. You don't
in a
even
little.
taste it.
Well, yeah.
Basically, it comes in this. It's a giant mixed drink. It's essentially like a juice Long Island iced tea, more or less.
Gotcha.
And it comes in a big ceramic bowl,
This
like
is it.
that you would
Save
eat. Like
image.
it would be like I don't even know, like 3 soup bowls worth of liquid. It's enormous, and it's mostly ice,
Okay.
frankly. But like it's this giant bowl, and then it's got a little cup. It's all one thing in the middle with a little reservoir for the 151 rum that they light on fire. So it's
Oh,
flaming in the middle, and then you've got
okay.
this, orangey colored, juice, jungle juice essentially around it, and then it's got a giant straw. And usually they're humongous, so like you can order it for order it for one, order it for 2 people, which is bigger, and then order it for like some places even do 4 people. So this place that we went to just had 1 and 2 serving sizes. So Marcus and I each got the larger one just to be, I don't know, have fun.
Here, I'm
We were
linking
there
it
for
in.
a while, anyways.
I just linked it in the chat in Riverside.
Oh, here we
That's It's
Giant Boston area cocktails. Here we go.
Best scorpion bowls in Boston. Yeah, that picture is pretty much what it looks like. I think the ones we got were even bigger, though.
No, same bowl.
I mean, it looks good.
Let me tell you, it's a fruity deliciousness, and you don't taste the booze.
No, not at all. I actually questioned whether or not there was booze in mine until I started feeling the effects like 2 sips in. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Pineapple and 151 is such a dangerous combo because you can hide 151 in pineapple juice really well.
Yeah.
But it's probably my favorite mixed drink next to a Mai Tai. But when in Rome, what?
I'm surprised you rank it that high. And I'm surprised you rank a Mai Tai that high, too.
I fucking love... I should rephrase. Actually, yeah, my favorite mixed drink is a Mai Tai. I fucking love Mai Tais. When I go to an island
I'm not hating, I'm just surprised.
or a resort, it's Mai Tai. When I'm outside, it's Mai Tai. Inside, it's beer.
Can you remind me what's in a Mai Tai?
I don't know. It's basically a scorpion bowl.
I was going to say, it sounds like pineapple and rum.
Yes. But either way, it was... So, like I said, my family was out of town, so usually... guys' night starts around 8:30 at night because it's the earliest I can usually get somewhere. And but like that night we got together around 7 and it was great. Storm and Norman picked me up so I didn't have to drive, so it was great.
Nice.
And then Nick brought me home, which is even better. So it was just it was
trying
a good
to
night.
Facilitate some fun. Basically, yes, it is more or less a scorpion bowl, but it's white rum, orange curacao, lime juice, Oregot, which is like a citrus liqueur, I think. Dark rum, a lime wheel, and some mint is a Mai Tai.
So good.
Yeah, I get it. My favorite, but I was making faces because my favorite cocktail, like I don't usually drink cocktails. I usually just drink like beer or like alcohol essentially on the rocks. But my favorite cocktail is a margarita. Like a fresh lime juice margarita is fantastic. There's like definitely beats that. I will say, though, I like the Scorpion Bowl a lot more than I was expecting. I just got it to, like, I don't know, be kooky and fun. And I know you were getting one, so that's why I did it. But then I ended up enjoying it a lot.
Well, it's not something that you're going to get every time you go out, right?
No, definitely not.
Like, the next time I go, I'll probably get a beer. You know what I mean? But, like, the Scorpion Bowl just hit. And I don't drink mixed drinks ever. Like, when was the last time you actually saw me drink booze? You know what I mean?
I can't remember.
Exactly.
The only times I've seen you drink in the past couple of years has been beer, yeah.
Yeah, and so for me, like, that's my drink. But when I'm on an island or, like, on a beach, give me the umbrella. Make sure it's pink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Just like your shorts.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
There you go.
You can't sit with us. So this is a not very serious bullet point, but don't know why, but I hadn't so obviously I'm on dating apps. You guys all know this. You make fun of me for looking at them during the show all the time. But I downloaded Bumble and made an account this week just for ha-has, and my previous experiences that just like didn't work good. It like recommended people that I had no interest in, stuff like that. Had much more success with Hinge. But so I re-downloaded just for ha-has. And I got like, I'm not bragging, it's just weird that it was this many, but I got like literally over 200 like likes on my profile in like 2 days. And I was like, what the fuck?
You're welcome.
It felt like I got
he got botted.
I was like, it felt like I got exactly botted. It was like, what the fuck? That's so strange. But I think what happens is when you make a new account on Bumble, they just blast your account like first. It's like, oh, you're new here, like to like rope you in, because then you can't see who's liked you unless you pay for stuff, and it's like $30 is the cheapest option. Speaking of like predatory shit, yeah, it's like $30 for 1 week, or you can pay $60 for a month, so it's actually cheaper per week. But it's like, or you can buy 3 months worth, and it ends up being cheaper, but then 3 months is still $150 or something ridiculous,
The thing is,
that's how they reel you in. It's like, oh, all these people like you. Look. But then you can't see who their profiles yet. Yeah.
But here's my point to that is, if people are paying to join it,
yeah,
right, they're serious about dating and wanting to meet somebody.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, you go on a free app, everybody's just trying to go to Bone Town.
Well, yeah.
And nobody's trying to get married.
That's pretty much Tinder, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, or it's a lot of people like, yeah. No, I completely get it. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. It's like paying to like validate that your intentions,
Yes.
more or less. You know what I mean?
Right. Like you're going to meet somebody that is interested. Like you
Actually-
might meet somebody. Yeah. Be interested and might meet an actual, like your doppelganger where you're like, well, I like to play paintball. Next. And you're going to be like, damn, I just got
I
cut.
usually
She's
do
like,
that. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I don't have time for this bullshit. Paintball's dumb. Anyways.
Well, she'd get the scissors anyways. But
Anyway.
last point
Clearly
for me.
not a Division 2 person.
No,
yeah,
she's
clearly not a Division II caliber dating partner there. So I don't know which game to play next on stream. I came to realize when I was playing Call of Duty this week, I don't like to stream Call of Duty consistently. And once in a while it's fine, but I don't like to do that all the time. I like a single-player action RPG like we talked about. I don't know what to play next though, because I kind of lost my steam for going back to trying 100% Jedi Survivor, which is usually what happens every time I play an RPG. I finish it, I go, oh my god, that game was so good, and I try to 100% it for like 2 more play sessions, and then I'm like, this is dumb. I'm just running around getting collectibles. I like the story, so yeah. So I'm on to the next one. I don't know which game I should stream. I'm thinking maybe Elden Ring. I still haven't played through God of War PS4, God of War Ragnarok. That's just sitting in my PS5 in my living room, and I could definitely hook that up and stream it on stream. But I'm kind of leaning towards that. Elden Ring would also be good too, though.
You should definitely do that one.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
The thing is,
That's my vote.
I'm slightly concerned that it's going to take me longer to beat Elden Ring than I have time on stream, because I'm going to play Starfield when it comes out.
When does Starfield come out?
I think September, end of September, early October, maybe November. I don't know, the fall.
That's
I don't
a few
remember.
months,
Right.
dude.
Well, so honestly, I have an actual game that is not on your radar.
September 6th, so it's actually early fall. It's like so
and-
they basically have 2 months of streaming content,
Because honestly, like
8 streams.
I feel like Elden Ring for you, the story, you like a story. Elden Ring isn't about a story.
Yeah, like you have to. The lore is all like super hidden and stuff. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, you're like, I'm not saying to not play it. I think you should play Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think I will. I just don't think I'll play that next on stream per se.
But honestly, I'm going to be so brutally honest.
Yeah.
And this is completely selfish of me.
Okay.
I want to see you play Forbidden West.
I don't have that yet. Oh, I got to go buy it. Yeah, I could play Forbidden West.
Because
I
like
just rip through the story on that.
that game, like I enjoyed watching you play Horizon Zero Dawn because it was such a cool game and it used a bow, which I can't use.
Yeah,
So,
no, I
like,
actually got pretty good with it.
right, and like that in the new one, they got the shaft hard because of Elden Ring.
Yeah, that game.
And
came
I know
out
people
just
that
got
have played it.
overshadowed.
Yeah, and I know people that played it and said it was amazing.
I actually
then again,
just finished Zero Dawn like the other day.
Oh, really? Did you play the
The original story.
You should play the DLC. The something.
I
about
need
Pole.
I need to go back in and play Frozen Wilds.
It's good. It's really good, actually. Like, well worth it. Whatever the $20 is or whatever it costs.
I'm like you. I love the story.
Yeah.
I love the story. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the dwindling reasons why I'm still on Destiny. Is I love playing for story.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, I wish I could play Forbidden West. Honestly,
that Forbidden West, the Spider-Man 2 coming out, and God of War Ragnarok are like the only reasons why I bought a PS5 is for those games. Because no, I loved Horizon Zero Dawn for sure. That was my first game I played on stream, like officially. And no, I loved it. The only thing is I played it on mouse and keyboard because I played it on my PC. So like going back to play it with a controller would be rough. I don't think I can plug my stuff into the PS5.
Can't you use a keyboard and mouse on a PS5?
I don't know. Some games they don't let you. Some games they
Well, I thought
probably
you
do.
can as long as it's not a multiplayer game.
I don't know. I would imagine they'd have to just program it in, you know? But, anywho, I'll probably put in a vote on Discord for God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, Horizon Forbidden West. But, Marcus, do we have any AIE news?
Hold on. Mouse and keyboard.
Marcus, this is what happens when Marcus is playing the role of Jamie, trying to look
The
something
easiest
up
way to
with
connect keyboard
the
and mouse
fastest
to your
two fingers in Western Mass.
Shut
Typing.
up.
Hunt and peck. That's why we got the chicken emotes.
That's great.
If you're listening to
PlayStation
this
5
episode,
Why are you watching
while
a video?
No, I wasn't. I clicked the wrong thing. So it says you can use a keyboard and mouse.
Marcus, there's not really hot local singles in your area, okay?
What? What are you talking
Stop clicking
about?
the side bar ads.
why are you getting Nick's ads, Marcus?
Haven't you heard of an ad blocker?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Marcus is reading like the Wikipedia page on the definition of a keyboard.
You cannot. You cannot play Forbidden West with a mouse and keyboard on the PlayStation, but you can use a keyboard and mouse on a PlayStation, but just not with that game.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It depends on if they programmed it into the game or not.
Well, then I'm just telling you, just play God of War because you're used to playing it.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
honestly, I was figuring
Wait,
like
did you play the first one on the PC or the PlayStation?
No, PS4.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly I feel like by the time if I play God of War first and then I play Starfield I'm going to play forever. By the time I circle back to Forbidden West, like it'll be out for the PC port and I can just buy it for the PC. You know, I mean,
Do we
depending
have
on
a date
how
on
long.
that?
No, but I mean, it's probably years down the line.
Yeah,
but, like,
years. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be out before that happens. But didn't they announce that Spider-Man 2 for PlayStation is being dual launched on PC as well?
That I did not hear, but if that's true, then I will definitely get that for PC.
Get on it, young Jamie. Anyways, in AIE news, Monday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, is Guild Wars 2 mandatory fun night, where the fun is mandatory, but attendance is not. And if you can't play on Monday nights, come Tuesdays for Star Wars The Old Republic's mandatory fun night at 9 p.m. Eastern, or join myself and the clan in Destiny 2's clan night. 9 p.m. Eastern. We do really have a lot of fun. We do a bunch of silly stuff. There's a lot of chickens. There's a lot of jokes. Come hang out with us. And whether you're a new light, not in the clan or not, just come play with us. And if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. In the top right-hand corner of the screen, click the button that says Discord and get our Discord information. And ask for a guild invite. Whether or not you play Guild Wars 2, Star Wars The Old Republic, Diablo 4, Destiny 2, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, or any of the other games that we play, we would love to have you. As you guys know that Nick is back and his bladder is the size of a pea, he's got to go to the bathroom. So we'll be right back. My God, what is taking him so goddamn long?
Nick, hurry up, man.
It's all that beer you're drinking. Come on, bro.
Bros before hoes, man. Get off Snapchat.
And we're back to it. Today we're talking with Swordthief. We're thieving all of the swords all of the time. It's all about Swordthief right now.
No. Give me
For
all
the
swords.
record, I will put both of them in there.
Okay, so
Nice.
I have to ask, where did the gamer tag Swordthief come from?
Oh my gosh, I think that's the biggest question that I get a lot is where it came from. So at this point, I'm even unsure of it. 100% it was from my childhood. It was a name I saw, or at least I thought I saw, my sister using. I mean, we're talking, I was young, like elementary aged. And I swear that I saw it, and years later, whenever I talked to her about it and that I was using it, she's like, I never used that name. And I said, I swear I saw you using it. And I've just still used it to this day. Like, that's just the username. That's the gamer tag that I use.
Great. I think
So-
it's a solid gamer tag. Anytime you can like have like a word or a phrase with no letters or numbers or like funky spellings, it's like a home run gamer tag.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
sure.
I love the numbers because the numbers to me represent something. Obviously, if it's not like XX6999999XXX,
420,
That's a different story.
no scope. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
like that is acceptable.
Yeah, but I mean, I would prefer to be Nick Vern and not Nick Vern 51, but Nick Vern was not available. So, actually, on Instagram, I'm Nick Vern.
Yeah, there's some
NICK
platforms. There's some platforms that I can't use just Swordthief, such as Twitch. I had to add the underscore, and for a time I had numbers, and I switched it to the underscore.
Yeah,
But and then whenever, I don't know if y'all remember whenever Xbox cleared out a bunch of like old like OG Xbox usernames, my Swordthief back then I had to use numbers, but whenever they cleared out the gamer tags, my just Swordthief became available.
nice.
Nice.
So I actually spent the money to change it.
Nice.
That's
I did not
awesome.
realize that. That's cool. I would have
Yeah,
changed
that-
mine too. My PlayStation Network username is terrible.
It's amazing.
I
It's
couldn't think.
Vernosaurus.
I
like,
was,
that's
it was-
amazing.
awesome.
It's Nick
I love
Nick
it.
Vernosaurus. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
But like,
But I do
couldn't-
understand
just-
if you want to spend the $10 to change it to Nick Vern.
Yeah. I think Nick Vern wasn't available, and I wanted to do some. I don't know why. I think I was just like I pulled like a grumpy Norman moment where I was just like I didn't want to do Nick Vern 51, and I wanted to do something else, but I also wasn't patient enough to like let myself think of something creative. So just like slap an ending on it. I think it was like in the beginning of college when I was on my opening line on Tinder, like my freshman year of college. We're talking like 10 years ago almost. Oh my god. And my opening line on Tinder, because I was just like, I don't know what the fuck to say to these people that just have like pictures, because there weren't even like bios, or you could write something, but most people didn't. I would just say, hey, what's your favorite dinosaur? So like dinosaurs were on my mind from saying that all the time, just because it's like a random question, and people are like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It starts something, and like, no, I don't give a shit about dinosaurs, but it's better than hey, you know?
yeah.
And
Yep.
that's how Nick Vernosaurus came to be. But anywho,
Meanwhile, back on the ranch.
why I wanted to ask, we introduced you as a Twitch streamer, of course. So talk to us about how you started streaming. What was that process like? Like thinking about it, setting things up. Like, were you playing Destiny first, and you're like, you know, I could stream that, or how did that go?
I was not streaming Destiny first. Actually, I think when I very first gave it a shot, I was actually it was whenever Mixer was still around,
Okay.
and I streamed from my Xbox, and I did like a couple of things. I did what's the gamer life
Yep.
fundraiser, Extra Life. Sorry, Extra
Oh, yeah.
Life. I did that once. And then Mixer shut off, I think shortly after that. And then I did like Call of Duty a couple times. I mean, it was a smattering. It was just I'm playing with my friends, or I'm playing with my now husband, and just just wanted to stream for a little bit. Didn't really think it was going anywhere. So couple years later, I built my own PC and decided to try to get a little bit more serious, but I started with I did a little bit of Destiny, but I wanted to do like a smaller game to try to start building my audience. So I would play like I think I did Dead Cells, I did Satisfactory, I did
Dead Cells. I have like a collector's edition copy of. Well, it's marked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed Dead Cells. I didn't get too far. That's one of those like over hundreds games in my backlog.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's really a why besides I just kind of felt like it, and I've fallen off and come back and fallen off and come back. I hit affiliate a little over a year ago. Not even playing Destiny actually. And
Wow.
it wasn't until September, October last year that I came back. I had taken a break for medical reasons, came back and decided to start streaming Destiny, and was getting all these like new friends because like I said, I was joining like all these different Destiny communities and meeting a whole lot more people, and actually doing like in-game content.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people pushed me. They're like, you should try to get back onto streaming again. So, and I just enjoy streaming and meeting new people, and people in chat, and just having a good time.
Yeah, I mean that's how I met you. I think you were familiar with Marcus first, but
I think, and I met y'all through Bruin. I think
Bruni.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah,
Great people.
I will say, when it comes to Twitch, it's really hard to grow in the Destiny category as if it is in the World of Warcraft category, because you have big streamers who have been streaming the game for 7 years, and they capture the community. So it's really hard to
like grow.
In my experience,
yeah.
it's really
you also
hard
get
to
lost
be
in the sea of people.
right.
Yeah.
Where when you are in a smaller community, you have a better opportunity to be noticed and to grow, and then those people meet you, and then you get, I call them your ride or dies, right? Like for
like
me,
Doritos for me.
right?
Doritos,
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Doritos! Sorry.
What are you eating, Nick?
Piece of gum. This is a terrible idea for the stream. Recording.
Podcasting
So-
gum, nice.
Yeah, like I'm
like,
anyway.
you're not going to be able to hear it. Meanwhile, I'm like, I caught myself like 3 times. Like, shit, I got to get this out of here.
So anyway,
I had that thought right as you said that.
right, but like I personally have a few of like my ride or dies that are there every stream.
Yeah.
Goldie Duff, Prevail, and Doritos, like they are there.
Yeah.
All the time. And you have your honorable mentions who always stop by, but the point is a lot of those people were with me when I was playing SWTOR or another little game, and they just come with you, and it grows from there. You know what I mean?
Totally.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I wasn't necessarily starting out. I mean, I would do Destiny. I think I did it maybe like once or twice before I became affiliate, but I didn't start there. Like I said, I was playing like the smaller games, and got plenty. I was surprised how many people I got playing Satisfactory, because that bumped me up over to get affiliate.
Mhm.
Sure.
But I think it's 100%. I think with Destiny, it's more of who you know, because I think the only reason I jumped up so much when I came back and started streaming Destiny was just because of all these people that I had met.
Sure.
Joining all these different communities and actually getting back into the game and getting into more in-game content.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you always grow content creation wise, though. You like share.
Mm-hmm.
It's through like networking. You get overlap in different people's communities and stuff like that, and that's how you do it.
Absolutely.
That's how
Collaboration station.
yeah, we do that over here all the time.
Yeah.
Did you meet your husband? I'm trying to remember. You told me, did you meet him in Destiny or with another game?
No, we actually met in Destiny.
What?
Okay.
I
Do
did
y'all
not
want
know
to
that.
do y'all want to get the exclusive scoop on
Ooh,
how we
let's-
met?
Okay. Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Inside news.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Exclusive. We met in Destiny 1.
Wow.
Did not know who we were. Did not know we lived in the same town. This was 100% online.
You
In
lived
a game.
Actually, I think you told me this an abbreviated version via typing in my chat.
I think I did. I did. So I was at another person's house, and they had like some, college stuff. So they had taken off their headphones, and I was like, this wasn't the first time I had hung out with them. And I was like, just gonna hop into like the Xbox party, because it was people that I had seen them playing with before. And I hopped on, and I was like, hello. And without even missing a beat, he pops up. He's like, girl? I just sort of burst out laughing, because it was just out of nowhere, right? And so, I was chatting with all these people, and of course he was in there too. And I don't remember how long we had been talking, but like, after so much, the most stereotypical conversation, how's the weather where you're at, right?
Yeah.
And he or I don't remember who said it first, was like, oh, it's been raining cats and dogs here. And, the other person responded, oh man, it's been doing that here too. And he's like, well, where do you live? And I said it, and he's like, come again?
In this state. And he's like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I told him, and he's like,
where are you guys in the country?
in Texas.
Oh,
right.
cool.
Yeah, so
It's hot.
right now it is. Here it's been a little bit of back and forth, but you won't go into that right now. But so like I told him, and he's like, come again? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're shitting me, right? And I was like, no. He's like, I live here too. I was like, shut up. I was like, you're lying. He's like, no, I'm serious. And the party chat was coming through the TV speakers as well, and shouts to the other person, and was like, where do you live? And he's like, town to the south, 10-15 minute drive.
Yeah.
So, we thought that was really cool, yada, yada, moved on with our day. 2 weeks later, so I missed the part where we also found out that we worked within a mile of each other. So,
what? Wow.
Yeah, we worked within a mile of each other.
And also lived like 15 minutes away from each other.
Well,
roughly.
Our friend was 10 to 15 minutes away, and I was hanging out with them.
Okay, got it.
So, mutual friend.
Yeah.
So, fast forward 2 weeks later, and I get off work, and I remember that he said that he worked till like an hour and a half later. And I told our mutual friend, I was like, hey, we should all meet.
Yeah.
And I get off work, I'm bored, I go down the street, and I walk in, and at the time, I had red hair, blazing red hair. And I had told him about this, and I said, if you ever see somebody walk in with pixie cut red hair, shorter than I have now, I said, that's me. Didn't think he'd remember that. And I walk in, trying to mind my business because he was helping somebody.
Okay.
And apparently I missed the part where he gets this big goofy smile on his face because he knows who I am.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so like we met and hung out, and then we have so that was like September-ish, and we're talking, I have to count now. It's been over 7.5 years. We're coming up on getting close to 8 years since this happened.
Yeah.
So we have a whole Halloween story. That's a whole spiel. So we're going to say that it was like about a month after that, or a couple weeks or so. So we have that, hung out, and it wasn't until a month after the Halloween thing that we actually started dating.
Okay.
And so we dated for X amount of years, and we got married in September of 2021.
Wow, that's awesome.
And one of the people...
That's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, and then one of the people that was in the party chat that day was actually able to fly in to the wedding.
Wow.
So we got to meet him, too.
Hell yeah.
So, you would never think, like, we met in Destiny and found out we lived close and worked close enough to each other, so, yeah.
You could say it was all destiny.
I knew that was coming.
I had to.
That's incredible. What a story. Thank you for sharing.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
I was going to skip this question, but we didn't quite cover it yet. That's an amazing backstory, but I want to ask, I guess it's not that weird. What I was going to ask was, what's it like gaming with your significant other? But I feel like your situation is a little different than how I originally imagined, because most people who end up gaming with a significant other, like, don't meet through gaming. So they probably don't have, like, I've gamed with significant others before, but it's never something that like I'm not playing Fallout with a significant other, like one of my favorite games. I've played like FIFA or Mario Kart or something like that. You know what I mean?
Overcooked too.
Overcooked too, exactly.
Yep.
Oh my god,
man,
that game!
that game.
There's so much rage at that game. but yes, exactly. So like, I was gonna ask, what's it like gaming with your significant other? But because I'm assuming you play together still, different things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess talk about what that's like. What's that dynamic like?
Chaos.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he's not the content creator. He's the more like, he actually grew up with like Xbox and gaming with people, and I didn't actually come from that life. I had an NES and an SNES and only a handful of games for each of those growing up, because it was really funny. Like, my mom told me years and years ago, she's like, I didn't want y'all to grow up to be couch potatoes. And, you know, one of my other sisters was like, and here we have Netflix and we're couch potatoes, right?
Right.
And I get into gaming, and it's just like, you know, the whole other world. And it's like, I just love playing games. I love escaping into stories and things like that. It's really cool because it's just a whole nother world outside of, you know, this crap, the IRL crap. And then, you know, meet my husband. It's like in a lot of different ways, like we click, but it's also still like kind of chaos, because like we're either bouncing off each other or, you know, some funny shit's happening or whatever. And you know, it started with COD, of course, obviously Destiny, and, you know, just playing different games, you know, playing with became mutual friends and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, I like playing with him because it's been, you know, many years of growth, and comparing that to, like, you know, what he grew up with. Right.
Well, that's awesome. Go ahead, Marcus.
No, what I was going to say is it has to also be a little, I don't want to say the word relieving, but when you have a significant other that games, it gives you guys an outlet to spend time together on the thing that you both have in common, which is both something that you love.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of times the dynamic is like the one person is a gamer, and when they go enjoy that passion, they're essentially excluding their significant other. So it's like their alone time. Whereas this, you use it as quality time.
It's our time together. Yeah.
That's a dynamic I've not really experienced. You know.
Right. Me neither. But here's the next question.
Okay.
Where is your desk and where is his desk?
That's a good question.
We've moved so many times. It's always changed. It's always changed. So right now we're in a townhome, and so my desk doubles as my work desk, and it's downstairs in if you even want to call this living room. And we went from a 3-bedroom townhome to a 2-bedroom townhome. So I'm downstairs, and he's in the spare room upstairs.
Okay. So you guys aren't together.
So
see, I have another friend who,
okay,
that's their connection is gaming, and their living room is their desk side by side.
I want to get to that, and at the same time I don't, because he doesn't do the streaming thing. He doesn't, you know, we've talked about it. That's not his thing, and I totally respect that. He still likes playing games though, and he likes to play with me when I'm streaming, or if he wants to go play another game, like, you know, he likes Fallout too. If he wants to go play something else, then, you know, that's totally fine. And that way, you know, he can play his games in peace. I can stream, or I can, you know, play whatever, Sherpa, whatever, and be fine. I want to do the whole side-by-side thing, but I think if we ever did that, I would still have to have my own separate area for when I'm streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's just not doable in this space, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I get you. I think it's hard for me to put myself in that position because I've never experienced that.
Never.
But I feel like,
me neither.
because like in my brain, video games are like me time, where I'm like away from my significant other. So like in my head, it's always like, hey, I'm gonna go do this thing, and it's kind of important to me, but I'm gonna tell you way ahead of time I'm gonna go do this. So I'm not like skipping time with you to do it. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to separate that, like, this is gonna be quality time with like no, because in my head it's just like solitary me time, which I also value. You know what I mean? It's interesting. Very cool. I like in my head when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, if I was married and my wife also played games, like I'd probably want my desk in a totally different room than hers, and it'd be cool to come together, but like it's like my thing by myself. So it's interesting to think about.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Would you say you prefer PC or console gaming?
Ooh.
Or both?
Probably. I mean, I would say I lean a little bit more towards PC Master Race, but at the same time, I started with console.
Yeah.
Specifically, I bought a used Xbox 360 off of somebody, and
nice.
That's a good
that was my
purchase.
first console. And I think that was actually a year before I met him. I met my husband. So I don't know. I'm a little bit of both, but I definitely prefer, as far as Destiny's concerned, I prefer playing Destiny on my PC now, because then I switched over to a controller on Xbox, and it's like I'm spraying and praying
All over the place.
Oh yeah.
I can't play a first person shooter anymore with a controller. It's awful.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to go back to Call of Duty because I don't play that on PC. I haven't touched that in years.
The only person I know that can switch back and forth proficiently is my friend Jacob, aka Gronkin87, aka the most eligible free agent paintball player in Division II paintball player in New England. Although he's going to be practicing with malicious intent, with malicious, I mean. But anyways, I actually just played Call of Duty with him Tuesday, and he played on his dad's account on the Xbox and was completely fine. Like, he did better than me. Not that I'm some great Call of Duty player. He's always better than me. He's better than me on PC by a lot too. But like, he just like doesn't skip a beat going from PC to console, which is crazy to me.
It depends on the game for me. I mean, I'm also in the boat of it's hard to switch FPS between mouse, keyboard, and controller.
Yeah.
But Horizon Zero Dawn I did on my PlayStation, so.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like it greatly
it
depends
did
on the
well.
game.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What is your favorite game of all time?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Marcus.
No, you're good. You go first.
I said it greatly depends on the game, too, for controller or keyboard and mouse.
Oh, I agree.
Dark Souls or Elden Ring on a keyboard and mouse would be so tough
Yeah.
compared to controller.
Hogwarts
ahead,
Legacy
Marcus.
is way better on a controller too. So it depends on the game.
Yeah, I like the funny thing is like Grand Theft Auto. I love movement and shooting with the mouse and keyboard, and driving with the controller.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? But Mass Effect, I loved playing it on a controller.
Yeah, that game I prefer controller. God of War I'd prefer controller. Horizon Zero Dawn, because of how intense the shooting is, I would prefer mouse and keyboard. But most of the time for those third person RPGs, I think I'd prefer a controller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just because like the movement feels better and like the different moves you got to do, like Jedi Survivor.
It's like a ninja.
Right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite game of all time?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that's a loaded question. God, that's hard. Because I haven't really been playing for very long, I guess. I mean,
you had an Xbox 360, that's plenty. Like, that's plenty old
I
enough.
hardly had anything with that, though.
So, I hardly had anything with
I
had a lot of PS2 games, but...
I take it back. I had a Wii. I forgot that I had a Wii for a short period of time.
There you go.
But I didn't hardly have anything with that either. Oh, gosh. Because at one point I would have said... hands down Destiny, but clearly that's
falling off.
Changed.
Yeah.
Wait, why can't that be your favorite game?
I don't know of all time though.
Oh,
it's I'm gonna say it's up there just because I like the story, and I've been keeping up with the story since day one. I don't know about all time. I think I would default back to either Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii.
That's a good
I
one.
really liked playing that one. I'm trying to there's one I'm trying to think of. If we want to go really far back, I would say Super Mario World on the SNES.
Ooh, that's such a good game.
That's a good one.
I
too.
played that.
good game.
I played the shit out of that game.
Is Super Mario World the one where you get Taniki Mario?
That's the third one.
Oh, it's the third one. Okay.
I think it's the third one, right?
Super Mario World is where you got Raccoon Mario, not
That's what I was-
Raccoon Mario.
No.
Yoshi.
That's three.
You got Yoshi, and then and you could fly.
And you could fly. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the cape
The
thing, right?
cape, yeah.
Yes. You get the feather, and then you can
Yeah,
fly.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what was awesome about Super Mario World is like you could beat a level, but that might not be the progress you need. Then you got to go find the key.
Mm-hmm. And then do all the
Right.
Star World stuff. And if you really want to get into it, you can try to do the special levels, which completely changes. And then it's almost like New Game Plus before New Game Plus.
Right. That's
Wait.
true.
New game plus minus.
Wait, what's special levels?
Have you never seen the special levels in Super Mario World?
Oh
Google
my
it.
god. Look
Google
it up. I can't look it up for you.
They are
Okay.
insanely hard.
Yeah. They're like,
There's some where there's not a floor.
oh my god.
No floor.
No, seriously, there is no floor. You have to float.
Parkour Mario.
The original Mario Maker before Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great choices, though, for games.
Did you? I didn't
Absolutely.
mean to interject. I just wanted to ask quick about Mario World. Did you have other games on your sort of Mount Rushmore, so to speak?
Yeah. I'm really bad about picking favorites just because there's been so many that I enjoy. I mean, like I said, we'll say that Destiny's up there with those two. And then
If you can't think,
now
of any,
that
those are
I've finished the story, I think I can honestly say Horizon Zero Dawn 2. That one's
There you
one's
go.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Well, that's my
choice.
list.
Boom! It's a great Mount Rushmore, and me saying Mount Rushmore twice just got somebody bingo on the Working Class Nerds bingo card.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'm going to add another one. Top tier list.
Top tier list from
Top
Atrax. Yes,
tier.
that's definitely another bingo square. All right, so I have a super serious question. We ask every guest this. It says a lot about you. Both of our bonus questions do, but this one definitely says a lot about your character. The question is, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Ooh.
There's no wrong answers.
Oh my gosh. And the world has expanded so much.
I know, you got a lot of options.
Y'all know that I'm indecisive, right?
I mean, I could buy...
Are you going to make another Route Mushmore? Are you going to make Route Mushmore?
Route Mushmore. Yeah.
Maybe.
Another Mount Rushmore.
Now I'm mixing up my words. Oh gosh.
I don't want to... Normally, I would be like, hey, I can tell you what mine is, but I don't want to, like...
Distract you from thinking.
distract you or from thinking authentically or, like, sway your opinion, kind of. Like, I don't think you would say the same stuff as me, but Marcus and Atraxes are pretty common.
From what I know from the general canon, I can maybe narrow it down to two.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Ahsoka.
Great choices.
All right.
They're two really cool
Which
characters.
I think I would lean a little bit more towards Ahsoka, but they're like neck and neck for me.
Yeah, that's great. Marcus, who's your favorite Star Wars character for the
R2-D2.
203? R2-D2.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
R2.
Atrax, what's yours again? I actually forgot after
Mine's Obi-Wan, although I've been watching
thought.
those Retiny holocron videos on YouTube, and I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to like Mace Windu more.
Mace
He's
Windu's
starting
fucking
to
awesome.
slowly grow more and
Nice.
more badass, in my opinion. Even though he's
Honestly-
kind of a dick to Anakin and a lot of other
Yeah.
people, he's still pretty sick.
Yeah, no, agreed. He's a cool character. Like, I feel like him being sort of like he's not a great Jedi, obviously, but he's like will dabble in both sides of the Force a little bit, but like still
Yeah.
stays a Jedi. like, hey, that's the source of the purple lightsaber. But the real source of the purple lightsaber is just Samuel L. Jackson being like, so can I get this in purple? Because like I'm trying to stand out in this giant in episode 2.
Yeah.
Giant horde of lightsabers. Like I want to be able to see like, oh, there's me in the crowd. That's cool. And George Lucas was like, well, the good guys have blue and green, the bad guys have red. So like, let's relax. And then he's like, well, let me think about it. And he comes back and then he's like, yep, it's purple. You got it. And Samuel L. Jackson's like, yes, let's go. Because then in the big wide shots, he's like, oh, there's me over there in the corner. Here we go.
By the way, that was a great George Lucas impression.
Was it?
Yeah.
I tried not to think about it too much.
Well,
I got a little self-conscious at the end of it, you know?
It reminded me of like when he's talking about, oh, should we have people say something when Vader walks in so they know that it's the big giant Lord of the Sith? And George Lucas, he's like, he's a big scary black guy and we got a giant white background on it. People will get the idea. He's contrasting. It's fine. They'll get
fine.
the idea. Yeah, he walks in. He looks all powerful, like, giant suit of armor. Yeah, good.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. You know.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. My favorite character, I always say 2 in his big long spiel. I'll cut it down short, although I never cut it down short properly.
No, you don't.
Favorite character number 1 is Darth Bane. Darth Bane's the Sith that created the rule of 2 way back when. And also, if you read the Darth Bane books, it basically ends with him learning how to do this essence transfer thing, which means like he can put his like Force essence into someone else, and then like they have like a combined soul essentially. And it's a way to like live forever. And it's ambiguous at the end of the book when his apprentice Xana kills him, whether or not he successfully essence transferred into her. But then like you fast forward to Rise of Skywalker, which I actually did not like, but I like coming out of the theater upon further review, did not like. But in Rise of Skywalker, when Palpatine's like, I am all the Sith, there's a thought that it's been Darth Bane essence transferring through all of the Sith leading up to Palpatine. And that's why he's so strong. And it's kind of an interesting little like fan headcanon for me. But also, I also really love Grand Admiral Thrawn. The Thrawn books are incredible. Let's do them all in audiobook. I liked him in Rebels as well, but not as much as I like the book character. But yeah, Thrawn is really cool too, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him in Ahsoka. We have our
I got a question for you.
Silly question.
No, I got to ask a question first.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. I want to spread those out.
Yeah. Okay.
What is your favorite stream moment up to today?
Ooh.
I'll expand it
Gosh,
to
you're
gaming
asking me
moment
this
too,
now. You're asking me this now.
Just for the record, you've had the show notes for a couple days.
Yeah, you did.
I'm aware.
I'm
aware.
That just came by.
That's funny.
You know, I've had several. I've had a lot of, you know, really great moments. There's once again a couple that come to mind. There was this one where I was being like super duper silly. I said I was going to play Iron Banner, a PvP mode that comes around.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually open the game for a solid like hour or two. I was doing
Just chatting.
weird shit with chat, and right when I was like butt up in the camera, because I have a redeem for taking off my glasses for 10 minutes, and I was like butt up in the camera, like messing with chat. It was chaotic, okay? And right when I'm butt up into the chat, I get a raid of over 80 people out of the blue. Out of the blue. I'm talking, I had only a handful of people in my chat. All of a sudden, I get this, my raid alert goes off, and I was like, wait. And I put on my glasses, I was like, oh shit. Like, I was super embarrassed. and freaking out. And I don't know if y'all know who it is. It was Sweaty or not.
Okay.
Raiding me. And I was like, yo, like, I don't know how you found me, but you know, and that was like super awesome. And I was like, you know what? Like, we're gonna go into Iron Banner. Like it actually kickstarted me, and it was like really cool. Like,
yeah,
to actually like, it made me feel good, you know.
Totally.
And I mean, honestly, like I don't know what it is, but it's like you get rated by somebody that's got such a larger audience, and they were like, he was like, oh, I recognize some people in your chat, so I figured you were a cool person, and I was like, you came in at a super awkward time. I apologize.
That's great though. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah. I would say that was probably a good one.
Yeah. Do you have any goals for streaming? I know step one is make sure your computer can handle it first, but
yeah. I'm hoping I'm actually back to that. I was getting worried. I was that it was actually my graphics card dying, but no. Get back into it. Try to. Like I was saying earlier, get to a comfortable point where I can develop a schedule that doesn't burn me out, where it feels natural to me, and just kind of, I'm not necessarily aiming for partner. I mean, that'd be really cool, but I just kind of just want to, build that community, but just, feel like I'm actually just providing good, entertainment or helps, or, just bringing people together for a good time. It's not anything I'm necessarily going for a career in. It's just, I do it just because I love to hang out with people.
Totally get it.
I can say making partner is one thing, because even if you make partner, you still need to keep growing your community and keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you have a small community, big community, whatever, and they're around you, it means so much, and they appreciate you streaming when you do. And for me, the magic number for streaming is 3 days.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what I was doing. It's just I had him on weird days, and I could have moved him around, and that's probably what I'm going to do, is try to get back into the swing of things and try to figure out what's comfortable to me, and what also kind of, you still want to get your viewership up, of course, but still want to be comfortable with it, and then probably base my schedule off of that.
Yeah. One of the best things to help with viewership, by the way, is memes. And one of our favorite memes on this show is this question, at least in my opinion. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Now, this question does come with a precaution. Nick?
Yes.
You do such a wonderful job explaining. Please, go ahead. Explain what our precaution is.
So, as I alluded to earlier, this question has many, many right answers. But there is
wonderful answers.
Many wonderful answers, many mediocre answers, but perfectly acceptable answers.
Yeah.
There is one wrong answer that if you choose this answer, you are
podcast is over.
The podcast is over. The recording stops.
Yep.
You're a certified psychopath, and the show stops.
It's over.
It's over.
We don't get to working class questions. We'll save them for next week. But, so the question is, remember, lots of right answers, only one wrong one. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
And I can't even know the wrong answer?
Nope.
No.
We got to get your authentic answer first.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Unless you're a psychopath, then you should be fine.
And I don't think you're a psychopath.
Yeah, you should be okay.
I mean, it depends. It depends if you're asking me if I'm buying it at the grocery store, if I'm buying it at the specialty ice cream store.
Your favorite ice cream.
Number one ice cream of all time.
Whatever you can get, you're getting.
Budget and availability, not a factor.
Yeah.
The most enjoyable ice cream flavor ever.
Oh my gosh.
See,
again,
now
I'm
I can stall
indecisive.
for time.
Yeah.
Although no, I don't want to influence your thought again.
No, just take your time. Take your time.
Ooh.
There's no rush.
Okay.
If you really take a long time, I can always cut out the silence.
There's this I don't remember the full name of it. There's this fudge brownie flavor. I don't remember the full name of it, but there's this fudge brownie flavor that I really enjoy, and I like to mix it with this sea salt vanilla bean.
Nice.
Ooh.
That sounds great.
It's so good.
Wait. So it's two separate ice creams. You've got chocolate. What was it? Fudge brownie.
brownie.
It's like a fudge brownie, kind of a
Thick.
It's
like,
very
cakey
rich.
stuff.
Yeah. Brownie
Yeah.
chunks in it.
And then you've got
I don't think it's got brownie chunks.
Okay.
salt. Was you said
Sea salt, vanilla bean.
That's
And then
That
mix them.
sounds delicious.
Mixing them together. That sounds great.
That's a great.
So it's like a upgraded twist.
yeah. Oh wait, that sounds great.
It's
That's
so
the
good.
right
That's
answer.
the wrong answer. That's a
Yeah,
great
not
answer.
even close.
Not
Like,
even close.
So the wrong. Should we go around the horn for our favorites first? All right.
No, tell her the wrong answer.
The wrong answer that means you're a psychopath is pistachio. Anyone who thinks of all the flavors in the entire universe of ice cream and you say pistachio is your number one top of the pyramid favorite flavor, get off of my show. Not Marcus's show, it's my show. Like
Yeah.
my grandma.
My grandma.
Separate meme. That's just crazy town. Like,
Yeah.
I can understand if you're like, oh, once in a blue moon, I like a pistachio ice cream. That I can wrap my brain around.
I can't. Nope.
I don't like pistachio at all.
No.
But I will say I do like the nuts
Hey,
themselves.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't like
go
that ice
buy.
cream.
I'm just gonna get a pint of peanut ice cream.
Not peanut butter, peanut ice cream.
Yeah, peanut.
Or
It's
almond.
just fucking stupid. Yeah.
Almond.
Oh, yeah. Let me get some just almond ice cream. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What is it, like
Right.
walnuts and something? There's another one that has walnuts in it
butter
too.
pecan, but that
Yeah,
or maple
Yeah, but that's
walnut.
butter pecan. It's not
Yeah,
just
it's like
Right.
a cake
pecan.
battery flavor, and then pecans are the accent for crunch. Same thing with
Right.
maple walnuts. A maple ice cream with some walnuts for crunch. It's like texture. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Pistachio flavored ice cream sucks.
I mean, I'm
All
with
right.
you all. I don't think I'd ever eat it.
All right. Well, you're safe. So it's time for working class questions.
It's working class question.
All right. So every week we talk. We get questions from the community for our guest or the hosts, and the first one was written by me because I have to know, Swordthief, what is your favorite time of year?
Oh. You know, I used to say summer, but
Woo!
it's gotten way too hot. It's gotten way too hot.
Fair enough.
I really like, I really like the fall time. The fall time of the year, especially around like Halloween and Thanksgiving.
It makes sense. I
Yeah.
get it. I think fall's probably my second favorite. My favorite's pretty much right now, June, July, roughly. Like late June into July. This is great.
July,
Weather's good.
August for me, right there.
August, yeah.
Oh, but y'all
August
are like y'all are in the Pacific Northeast, not Pacific Northeast. Listen to me, y'all are
Thank
in
you.
y'all are in the Northeast.
I'm the only
Yeah,
one on
right?
the
Yeah.
best coast. They're on the least coast.
You're
All right. No, I'm Marcus and I are in Massachusetts. Atrax is in Oregon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Portland.
So y'all have got like
I
the
forgot where
better.
Portland was for a second.
That's okay.
Y'all got like the better weather.
Not anymore, man. Like our summers are 85 to 95 degrees and just as humid as Florida. So like today it was 85. I think
Love
the high
it.
was 88
What's y'all's-
degrees.
What's y'all's
100%
heat index
humidity?
though?
100
I don't know,
something.
hot, super fucking hot, sucks ass outside. I don't
I
know.
love it. Summer.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
we've had a series of days in the triples, and that's without the heat index. So
Yeah.
well, that's you're
but that's different. That's Texas.
yeah, but you guys are like the hottest part, like the hottest state, the country, or in the whole world right now.
Arizona, I think would take that.
Not right now. Texas.
Not
is
right- maybe not.
Right now, like there's places in Texas that are rocking 115 degrees. You guys are straight baking.
sizzling.
Well,
down
so
there.
we
Dying.
actually had a series of I think it was 2 weeks of straight rain. Shit happened. I won't go into it now because it would kind of give it away. But it got so bad that we were inching to the whenever the heat wave started coming in, we still had a ton of humidity, and we were getting into the 90s and hundreds.
Yeah,
It was bad.
that's rough.
Sounds awful.
Honestly, heat, like just heat with minimal humidity and a nice breeze is really, you could like 20 degree, like I'll take 100 degrees of straight up sunshine with a nice breeze over 80 degrees and 100% humidity every day. Like, humidity is what kills me because I can't breathe good because I got asthma anyways. But
Yeah.
like, I remember playing paintball down in Texas a couple times now, and if it's, I mean, just conditions in general, the humidity screws with me a lot more than that like dry heat does. But I totally get you. That's definitely got its own unpleasantness to it. Why you'd prefer the fall, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Hey, Trex, Marcus, what do you think? Favorite times of year?
Summer.
Summertime?
Yeah, definitely summertime for me. Out here, at least in my area, we get maybe a week of snow, and that snow is an inch, 2 to 3 inches if we're fortunate enough.
Okay.
And people often say, oh, the rain, it must not be so bad. But when it's between 40 and 50 degrees, gray, and raining 8 to 9 months
miserable.
of the entire year, it's not that great. You start to get really depressed. So I really like the summer months. And even then, it could be August, and we'll just get a random day, 60 degrees, pouring rain out. And we can't even enjoy the summer. Marcus?
I get it.
Master Wabbit says, Destiny 2 Season of the Deep. General thoughts over the story? Likes or gripes?
I haven't played it, so I
man.
cannot answer this question.
Yep, I'm out.
Most of these are for Swordthief.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just. I liked it at the same time. I didn't. It's
Man,
it's,
that
it's a tough one.
indecisiveness is right there.
There it is.
Yep.
Man, can you imagine Swordthief remodeling her kitchen and decisions that would need to be made?
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine me moving all these times and I've never fully 100% unpacked?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, I guess it makes moving easier, but...
There you go.
Yep. ADHD. Anyways,
Can't decide
no.
where to live.
Can relate.
So
go ahead.
it's. I liked it. I liked that they they brought back a familiar character. They're getting more into the lore. I didn't like that there was a really big story reveal that should have happened. Like I have to agree with Bife on this one. There was a big story reveal that honestly should have happened during Lightfall.
Yep.
Not in a season. Like
Yes.
it was way too big. Like that I think I have to agree should not have happened. Season's too small. It's supposed to be like, story content to continue the story along to get ready for the next DLC, or at least that's the way that they set it up. And then it's like everything, like all this different story content, like they're kind of jumping around and being inconsistent with how they're like making you do it every week, and it just kind of felt like all rushed and jumbled together. And while I still consumed the story aspect of it in a way, it just felt very incomplete and jumbled together. But it's not for lack of still like playing the game and enjoying like the new dungeon or doing other things, and of course fishing. So yeah,
Right.
No, that
I
makes
love
sense.
fishing.
Fishing is in all the MMOs now. It's the new craze.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have a question from Sophie next. Sophie asks, are you still enjoying that secret lab chair, Swordthief?
So I'm actually curious who this is, because I'm like, how do you know? Yes, actually I am. I very much.
Nice.
So I actually
Sitting in it right
have
now.
to. Yep, I'm sitting in my chair right now, and I'm using the back pillow, and I've also have a seat cushion, purple seat cushion,
Nice.
because otherwise I can't sit in it for hours. It's comfortable, but I've got scoliosis, so I have to have like all of the cushion
Yeah.
and stuff to help me. But yeah, I like it.
I use a cushion on mine, too. Big memory
Yeah.
foam, butt-shaped one.
Yeah, exactly.
Sophie has a whole string of questions here.
Well,
Sophie
they're fast fire.
rapid fire questions.
Fast fire.
What is your favorite class? We'll go around the horn.
Hunter.
I'm currently a Warlock main.
Warlock for me.
Warlock.
But Hunter
Yep.
for the memes. Favorite subclass, everybody.
Not even
Solar.
for the memes. I played Hunter when I played Destiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the
Solar.
only one with the jump. Solar.
Say Solar or Arc.
What's the purple one?
Stasis
played?
is
Void.
fun.
Void.
Stasis. Void. Oh, yeah, I liked that. Void. Favorite exotic?
Risk Runner.
Osteostriga.
Golly, another one of those really hard questions.
I'm going to go with that rocket launcher. What's that thing called?
Galahorn.
The
Galahorn.
Galahorn. I'll go with that.
Two-tailed Fox has been fun. Now that this guy has a catalyst.
There you go.
Two-tailed or Levy's Breath, actually, believe it or not.
Okay.
Very cool. Will you be streaming again? I think that's probably directed at Atrax or Swordthief. I'm streaming Monday. Marcus is streaming Saturday, I believe.
Yep. I'm streaming tomorrow.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
every other
Atrax is streaming tomorrow.
every Friday. Friday nights. Let's go.
Woo, woo, woo.
Or by the time the podcast comes out, it'll be 3 days from now.
Yeah. So just catch me next Friday.
I will
You have little
eventually be back. Hopefully next month.
Oh, perfect.
Or I guess this month
Awesome.
by the time they hear it.
Let's go.
Yes.
She's catching on.
Ooh, this one's for Atrax. At Atrax, what is the first game you're going to kick off your return with? Also, what time are you starting? And PST, is it a acceptable format? No, it's not. But East Coast here, so please say that.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
I will be starting at 6:30 Pacific or 9:30 Eastern.
Okay.
For all of those on the East Coast, I have no clue about the time zones in between, like Central and all that stuff. You'll have to figure that out on your own if you're in the middle. But 6:30, 9:30 Pacific Eastern every single Friday night.
Nice.
And the first game that I'm planning to kick off stream with is either going to be CS:GO or Elden Ring. If I can get, and I haven't formulated the idea great yet, which is a good thing, 24 hours before the stream, that I haven't formulated what I'm going to do. But it's either going to be CS:GO or Elden Ring. I actually really want to play CS:GO because not only is it the game of the month, but it's the game that one of the games I've played the most and one of my favorite games.
But
Elden Ring, just to meme Marcus, to show him how easy
that's
it
what I'm
is.
saying. For your first stream back, in my opinion, it should be a solo stream. This is my opinion. Like, connect with everybody. Like, maybe after you play Elden Ring for a couple hours, play CS:GO.
Yeah.
But for me, it's more of like, you don't want everybody like taking your thunder, because it's a big deal. You're coming back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to lean towards agreeing with Marcus on that one.
I've been up to like 1 a.m. prepping for this every day this week, and I love it. It's back to good old grinding for the stream to grow the nerds community.
He's been grinding so hard with preparing his stream for making panels and text, like writing text on the screen, that he hasn't posted the show to YouTube.
That's true.
Wow.
I haven't. I'm so far behind on that.
Priorities.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
In the intro, when we say, and you can find every single Working Class
Yeah,
Nerds
it's more
episode.
like every
from
single
10
episode
episodes ago.
before 200 or something like that.
Right.
Which is so bad. Okay, Sobi asks, what would you rather have? Have a
track day with.
track day with NASCAR, sprint car, Formula One car, rally car, or just a high performance car that you could also drive on the roads? Rally
Ooh.
car.
I'm going to go with Formula One. Go
It's,
big or go home.
it's tied for
It's-
me between Formula One GT, like Aston Martins and McLarens, and then also when you mentioned like high performance car, I love Lancers, like Mitsubishi Lancers. I would love to
Really?
get in a super souped up Evo and just ride that, like just drive that around the track. That'd be dream right there.
Cool.
I could honestly do a Shark Day with several of those.
Yeah.
NASCAR would be one. Rally car, it would depend. So what y'all don't see is I've got this screen up. Behind with the screen, I actually, when I did Forza for a while, I actually went out and bought the whole Logitech set, the G923, and I bought a stand to attach it all onto. So I could literally sit there. It is so much fun driving a Lamborghini in Forza with that, because I have the stick shift too. Because unlike most people nowadays, I actually know how to drive a stick. So just sitting there, sitting there playing all those. I think I would probably lean more towards the high performance vehicle, just because, feel the wind in your face sort of a thing.
Rally car. Oh my God. To drive Devil's Peak. Oh my God. At 120 miles an hour and whip that car around and climb that mountain with rocks, dust. Oh yeah, that's me.
I'd want to go Nürburgring for my track.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool too.
Hey, Nick, who asks our next questions?
Our next block of questions comes from Doritos. Doritos asks something that is almost as equally as important as the ice cream flavor question. At Swordthief, are you pro waffle or pro pancake?
It's so funny because we just had a waffle day in one of these Destiny Discords that I'm in. Actually waffles. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Nice. Exclamation
The right answer.
Waffle.
That's a meme over here. Marcus is all about the waffles.
Y'all have seen the meme about what waffles are, right? Waffles are just pancakes with abs.
Well, there it is.
I love it.
That's great.
What is your least favorite animal to have as a pet and why?
Least favorite animal?
Yeah,
I got a
least.
couple.
I know
a
this
lot of
is-
bad options.
Yeah, I do too. I'm going to jump in and say birds, but specifically chickens, because I've owned chickens before, and
I feel like
dude,
if you
it
kept
is
the
so bad.
but weren't your chickens in the house though?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, they were
Keep
outside
chickens
the house.
in the house.
No,
I thought you were
cannot.
saying
Dude,
like,
would
they like
poop
got everywhere and pooped
Well,
everywhere.
they would
I'm
poop
like,
on the deck. Yeah, and I would get all pissed
so why are they
off.
on your deck? That's what I'm saying.
Well, because they're in the backyard.
It's called a poop deck.
Okay, so that's my
well,
that
we
was
didn't
my
have a
point.
boat.
Is like, I feel like that was great. That goes right in the database. I was gonna say, I feel like when I envision having a chicken coop, I'd have like a coop and then like a fenced-in chicken zone for them to like frolic in, but not have access to like my whole backyard. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like that's where you get the chicken, negativity, I suppose.
Apparently, we
that
were
too.
cave people and just let our chickens free roam.
No, I had neighbors that did that periodically too. Where they had like an area and then just like let them out. They chased my mom down the driveway one time. It was really funny.
It is funny
But,
watching chickens chase people. That's true.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
least favorite animal I have as a pet, like parakeets or something. 'Cause I think that's just gross.
Yeah.
And like let them go fly. But
Birds
but also,
are messy.
yeah, they're very messy. Also, pig. I once had relations with a gal who had a legit full like 200-pound pig as a pet. Like had its own bedroom, in bed, and she like coupled on the couch. It was fucking
That's
weird.
too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like peed in a litter box. It was very fucking strange.
For a pig?
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah. Just like, what the fuck? Yeah.
I was in
So-
college with somebody that actually said at one point she had, I don't remember if it was an alligator or a crocodile as a pet.
That's
I
a
can,
big
like-
nope.
Yeah.
I don't, well, I'm not,
cannot
I don't think it was like the
one.
big one.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Oh,
actually
okay,
the
yeah,
big
like a
one.
mini
Like
one.
I'm talking like, I guess however a miniature whatever one is, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was so weird. I was like hearing that.
Marcus, thoughts? Least
Dude.
favorite pet.
Cat. I fucking hate cats.
Yeah, I'm not a big
I'm a
cat.
dog guy. I'm
Yeah.
a dog guy. It's not that like cats aren't cute and all that stuff, but the fact that like, listen, I'd rather take my pooper scooper outside, pick it up, and throw it in the woods rather than have to clean a litter box. Cats are gross to me. You know,
So you
a
have
lot
to
of people
change a
like cats,
chicken
and
coop.
I just. Do you know how many people I just triggered?
A lot.
a
That's
lot.
very
Yes.
divisive.
I wish I was
but-
better at doing like angry cat noises. Yeah.
I don't even think they would.
I don't know, I make weird noises too. But,
I can't.
I'm not a big cat person either. I find them much more gross than dogs, which is like ironic because they're smaller and like don't jump in mud puddles all the time. But like for some reason, I don't know. It's also because I'm really allergic to cats and only kind of allergic to dogs. And I think I like the dog energy matches mine better. It's more golden retriever-y, you know?
Look, this next question, I cannot read it.
All right. Doritos asks, do you claim your farts or blame it on the dog or someone else? So do you take ownership of your flatulence or deflect it to the next
I
person?
own it.
I'm laughing because this is actually a running joke with my husband and I, because when we first adopted, so we've rescued both of our dogs.
Yeah.
And the second dog we rescued in 2020, right before lockdown.
Oh, wow.
And he's been a total mess. It was, a bad previous owner.
Yeah.
But his whole digestive system was like all messed up, right? And so he would have a lot of flatulence. So it's not that we don't claim our farts. We just have this running gag where we blame it on him. Because he used to be
That's
so
funny.
gassy.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
I claim it. I'm like, oh no, that's me. Or like I'm the person that'll like preemptively roll the windows down in the car if I'm like, oops, sorry, my bad. I'm not gonna like. Meanwhile, like Marcus or my dad would like put the child lock on so you can't roll your window down and then just wait and then fucking cackle
As
when
you're like, clawing
"Oh!"
at the window.
Yeah, exactly. Just
It depends. If it's loud, you got to go loud and proud. But it is funny, like when you get a silent but deadly, and everyone's like, "Oh man, who was it?" To just play along, be like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. That's
nasty.
weird." Yeah. Oh man.
Doritos also asks, what is your ideal gaming setup? Number of monitors, keyboard, mouse, etc.
Oh man. Well, right now I've got 3 monitors and a SteelSeries keyboard, a Razer mouse, of course my Stream Deck. I love my Stream Deck, and just got these headphones not too long ago. But what I really want is an ultra wide.
Okay.
An ultra wide monitor, and then I may keep 1 or 2 of my matching monitors and sell or get rid of my larger monitor. But that's kind of what I'm going for is hopefully an ultra wide at some point, or at least a bigger one.
Yeah.
So I can kind of consolidate. But I really like my most everything else now.
I think I'm pretty close to my ideal one. The only thing I want to add is a third monitor. I have 2 currently. But no, I like my keyboard. I don't like Razer, but I like the feel of this keyboard, so I'll put up with that. But love my Logitech mouse. I have a
That's the
giant
best
desk.
keyboard ever.
Yeah, no, it feels fantastic. But I
Black
just don't like the
Widow.
Razer like Cortex or whatever
Black
it's called
Widow
software.
Elite.
Yeah. It's just annoying because it, I don't know, it just pops up and slows things down and stuff. But no, love my desk. It's humongous. I'm really happy with my current setup. So I can't complain. But Marcus Atrax, what are your thoughts?
I'm the same way. I would say that overall, I'm 2 monitor, keyboard, mouse. I like my Logitech. Was this 915? It's
Yeah, we have the
nice.
same mouse, I think. Oh no, I have the G502.
That was a keyboard.
Oh,
915 keyboard. It's lightweight and it's got clicky
That's
keys.
Nick's. That's your old keyboard.
I really,
right.
really like the clicky keys.
oh really? See,
yeah,
I prefer these ones.
I prefer clicky over silent. I don't know. It's just I've gotten used to it.
Yeah.
I like the textile feel.
I don't know. I feel like I
And-
felt these keys. These keys feel great.
I'm definitely with you though. G502 mouse all the way. I've used this
Yeah, no,
for
it's-
at least 10
it's
years.
This is my favorite mouse I've ever had, for sure. This is really
Yeah.
nice.
Can
And
we have a
Astros
few?
for headphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we have a few words on Nick's prestigious efforts in Division II paintball? Suck less. In your opinion,
Second
what
place.
is second place? In your opinion, what is a good replayable video game for less than $10?
Pokemon.
Can you get Pokemon for
actually
less
never
than
completed.
$10? That's like
I mean, you can
$60.
Oh,
Download a ROM online
Well,
to your
Anthem.
emulator, which is kind of not legal, but
yeah. Anthem? You can get, yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's a good
definitely get
replayable
Anthem
game for $1.
$10. I was thinking if you could get Minecraft on sale, because I think Minecraft's either $15 or $20, and it goes on sale pretty frequently. Minecraft is probably the best for less than $10. Like at less than $10, you're going to be finding a game on sale, right? Except maybe like Pico Park, but then you need people for that.
yeah.
what about you, Sword
That's
Thief?
Pico Park.
Yeah,
That game was so
good.
cute.
RuneScape is free to play. That's a good one.
RuneScape. That's
Yeah.
a great game. Talk about replayability.
Sword Thief,
all right.
what do you think?
Yeah.
For under $10.
A lot of my stuff is going to be having to catch it on sale. Really, I
Yeah.
was trying to see if maybe Satisfactory was that low, but I don't think they don't
think
put it low enough. It's not below
Satisfactory
10.
is 25 normally, right?
It's 30 normally, but it's
Oh, okay.
it's on sale for $16.50.
All right.
Less than 10 is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlett has a question for Sword Thief. Sword Thief, what are your thoughts on chickens?
I fucking hate
Hi,
you,
Scarlett. Hi, Scarlett found me in another the Discord with the Waffle Day.
Yeah.
What are my thoughts on chickens? Well, I'm assuming you're talking about the Colonel, and the Colonel's cute. Otherwise, I'm
No.
kind of with Atrax that chickens are they don't want to know. They don't know how they feel. They either hate you or they hate you more.
And they're messy and they
They taste good,
yell
though.
and scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sylvie asks, Sword Thief, what are your thoughts on turkeys?
What?
The chicken thing, this is a meme.
Turkey Day's good. Turkey Day's good.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. Turkey tastes good. Sylvie also asks, are you pro French toast?
As long as it's made right.
I love French toast.
I love French toast.
A concept I saw on TikTok like this week, I saw somebody make waffles, like finish the complete waffle and then go turn around and make waffle French toast. Like dunk the waffle in the egg and stuff and then put it back on like a pan to skizzle it and make it into French toast. That looked great.
Interesting.
That sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Best of both worlds.
I'll probably do that this weekend. Sylvie also asks, what is your favorite flavor, ... of breath mint?
Cinnamon.
Whoa. I thought it was just going to be a peppermint versus spearmint debate. Cinnamon from Sword Thief. Marcus, what are your thoughts?
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen. Wintergreen's not bad. That's like spearminty.
Like, I like spearmint and peppermint, but if we're talking like specifically a breath mint, like Altoids, cinnamon.
Okay. Atrax?
I'm gonna go with the orange Tic Tacs. I don't know exactly
knew it.
what flavor
I
it
would
was.
have bet a
Yeah,
bunch of money you're going
me
to pick
too.
fruit-flavored mints.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, come on. Either that or the 5
He's
gum
from-
rain.
Bro.
5 gum.
Bro, hey.
The green
it's-
one.
You and your mojito go back.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
He's
over
from
there.
the West Coast. They're just made different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard being better, you know?
Oh, my God. Peppermint is my answer. And the last question from the handsomest member of the Nerds community. I can't really read their username. It's a little blurry on my monitor. But someone asked, what's your favorite music genre?
Mount
Electronic
Rushmore
music.
is
That's-
acceptable.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mount Rushmore. I listened to a lot of like rock and alternative growing up.
Mhm.
Definitely had that emo phase. I still like rock, and I like classic rock too, because I'm cultured like that. But I like to listen to a lot of like dubstep and like electronic music of that nature. I really like the bassy like thumps.
Okay.
I spent a ton of money to actually have a whole sound system installed in my car, and it sounds amazing.
That's great.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus has done that many a time. To get the sound system upgrade.
I love it. I love sound, like music and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. Me or you, Marcus?
Mine's electronic music all day.
Well, yeah, mine too. Which genre or like chunk of genres?
I love trance and drum and bass.
Yeah. Electronic music for me, I like house, specifically like tech house or space house sometimes. Those are my jam for sure.
I do love
Big
some
house
booty
guy.
house too.
Booty house is very fun. Alrighty, Swordthief, where can the people find you?
Definitely 100% on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/swordthief_. I am also on Twitter at Swordthief. I don't remember if that one has an underscore. I'm sorry. On Destiny, I am Swordthief. And I do have a TikTok. I need to get back into it. Also Swordthief, at Swordthief. So all of the good socials.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I've enjoyed my time.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.